Nah.
Irresistible now. Irresistible now.
And gentlemen, welcome to a special show of Solo TV 84. I'm happy to announce today that we got some special guests in the building. We're going to be talking about things that are relevant, things that will be applicable. We're not going to talk about the same stuff that a lot of you guys are used to. So let me go ahead and introduce my guests. Guest in the middle, go ahead and introduce yourself first, man.
Yes, sir. The name is The Distinguished Man. Pretty sure many of you have already seen me on Solo's channel. I am a certified blockchain expert, blockchain developer, software developer by trade. I've also had talks with higher ups at Ripple, XRP. I was actually in line to be part of their CBDC program. But obviously there were different things in the works, but that's neither here nor there. But I will say that I'm a heavy crypto enthusiast and
XRP enthusiast.
XRP enthusiast, especially. X marks the spot. Everybody knows that. So I'm here. Let's get into it.
All right. And then to my opposite, we got a exclusive, a trendsetter in the building. He started the anti-SPE movement, the hashtag they know. He got your favorite YouTubers mad. They
Yo,
calling me behind the
man. Hey,
scenes.
relax.
They calling me behind the
Hey,
scenes. You want them to shut up?
Yo, chill.
Hey, Ty, I gotta keep it real with you. I told you they calling me behind the scenes, bro.
Everybody relax. Everybody relax.
But see, Ty, you don't get those phone calls. I get those phone calls. You know what
Man,
I'm saying?
I don't know these niggas like that though.
I know you don't. But go ahead, bro. Introduce yourself, bro.
Well, I am Ty City. I run a should I even say run? I haven't even been live like I'm supposed to, you know. Can I promote? I gotta promote my channel, the Digital Wealth Podcast, man. So yeah, the Digital Wealth Podcast.
Whatever links you want in the chat, bro. Whatever link you want.
Well, I don't have a wrench over here, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that thorough. You know
no, you do got a wrench. Okay, well, type something. I know you got a wrench. Type something in the chat. I'll mod you up, bro.
All right.
I think you do got a wrench, bro. Like, come on, man. But go ahead, man. Type something in the chat. I'll mod you up, bro.
Okay. All right. That's right there.
So in the chat, I'll mod you up. Hold on, my bad. Go ahead, bro.
All right, so I'm also a crypto enthusiast. All right. You could say that I specialize in regulated things. All right. I do not believe going against the banks with the tanks. All right. I do not believe in going against the banks with the tanks. Everything I do is, you know what I'm saying, on some regulation stuff. I'm not really huge on things being decentralized. I took those shades off a long time ago, you know. So
okay, that's what's up. Now, gentlemen, there's a lot of news, not just in the crypto market, but also in the financial sector in general. As we know, Fed now is officially running. But before we get into that, I want to get into something that happened about a week ago, right? On the 14th of July, XRP won the case. And basically, I want to get you guys' thoughts on what that means for the crypto space in general. I'm going to start with you first, TDM. XRP won the case. XRP then happened to go up 80%. XLM went up 70%. Is this a step, in your opinion, towards regulation? What does this mean that XRP won the case, bro, in your opinion?
I think that personally, this is a win for crypto in general. I think that it shows that the SEC needs to come a little harder with their accusations and whatever they choose to put out there. So do I think that this is good for XRP specifically? Yes. I think that they now kind of have the runway to roll out their plan and what they're trying to do. And as I said, I've had conversations with the higher ups, with people specifically who are, again, I know that Thai City believes in regulation and everything. Yeah. And I also believe in that too. Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, you guys believe in what?
A regulation. There needs to be regulation.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Man, listen. Hey, listen. That's just what it is. I'm sorry. It's the banks with the tanks. We talking about undefeated, hundreds of years. I don't know why, you know, say people think that they just gonna take over the global financial system with a centralized entity, and then the old money is just gonna go away. It's not gonna go away. Now, Solo, I know that you disagree with the regulation, but listen, it needs to be regulation on terms of with crypto running the ship. And the reason why I say that is because the big plan for Ripple specifically, to let you guys know, which you guys probably already presume, is that many of these countries or nations wish to use Ripple's technology. It's not just about the crypto. It's about using their technology in order to have the peer-to-peer transactions at lightning speed, no matter where you are on the earth or in their nation. Now, the problem with that is is that the companies the countries, I mean, some people call countries corporations and companies because every country is like a money-making machine. America is a corporation. So the way that we have to look at it, though, is that this country and many other nations, they're going to want to use this technology, but they're going to want to do it in a way for their brand, a way for them to kind of have control over it in a sense. Now, that doesn't mean that Ripple is not going to have any say in it, especially with them winning this case. It doesn't mean that Ripple is not going to have leverage in any type of transactions or negotiations, because they are.
I don't think so.
And that's what I think the countries.
That's why I disagree. I don't think so.
Fine.
Yeah, because when we talk about control, we talk about total control. They're not going to let Ripple bogart the system. I believe that the nations are actually going to have validators on the Ripple network. To all this peer-to-peer, it's not going to go down without some oversight. You know, every on-ramp and off-ramp is going to be controlled by CBDCs. That nobody's getting away without paying taxes, none of that.
No, of course not.
Bitcoin included. Bitcoin included.
Well, now I think that some of the Bitcoin maximalists would actually disagree with you on that.
They're irrelevant right now.
Really?
Yes, really.
That's definitely interesting. But,
right.
You know,
it's not trending. It's not trending the way it's supposed to. Everything that Bitcoin was supposed to do is doing the opposite right now. Based on the inflation, Bitcoin theoretically should be about $1 million.
I definitely cannot disagree with you that it should be higher in price. Now, $1 million, I wouldn't go as far to say that, but I will say that Bitcoin is lowly priced right now. And you could count that up too, because people are scared. People didn't want to invest in crypto. But maybe this SEC case might shift the tide. Maybe it might make other investors want to invest in these, I don't want to say more prominent cryptocurrencies, but ones that have already proven themselves to have some form of value.
Retail is not going to move this market. This is why the Bitcoin.
I said big money.
Okay, yeah,
hedge funds, the
right.
venture capitalists.
Yes, exactly. Them. Again, this is what Bitcoin was supposed to be against. This is why I'm saying, like, the Bitcoin maximalism is irrelevant right now. All the Bitcoin maximalists are cheerleading for BlackRock.
Well, if they get their ETF to go, then
right, but that goes against the purpose of Bitcoin.
I thought that the point of Bitcoin was for a store of value. That was sort of the end, and understanding the halving cycle. That, forget what it's called, but
the purpose of Bitcoin was supposed to be a peer-to-peer platform that was centralized and took the power against the top 1%, which is BlackRock.
You mean decentralized, not centralized?
Yeah, right. No. It was supposed to take it away from centralized. Bitcoin was supposed to take it away from. Remember, Bitcoin.
No, but you said centralized, bro. So I'm just correcting you.
No. No. Bitcoin was supposed to take the power from centralized entities, the top 1%. That's why I said it correct.
Okay. All right. So,
but now people want the top 1% to position itself in Bitcoin to be the new 1% again.
Well, but here's the thing, Thai City. Even with when people talk about the hedge against inflation, right? That is actually a very recent thing. Even 2017, when they started to talk about that, everybody was still looking at it as a peer-to-peer. But we all know on this panel that, first of all, in my opinion, for Bitcoin to be taken more seriously, it needs more adoption, right? This is the main issue, in my opinion, with crypto in general. But also, hold up. Let me finish. But also now it has changed from being peer-to-peer to where people try to use it as a hedge against inflation. Let's be real. The last year and a half, it really did much. It really hasn't proven that point. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, but this what I'm saying. Bitcoin should be trending with inflation, but it's not.
Right. And I think one of the reasons that it's not trending, and not to get into no conspiracy theory, because I know, Ty said you're gonna roll your eyes, but I do think right now the Bitcoin and the crypto market in general is heavily manipulated by institutions, right?
Yeah.
And so
all of which is the reason why Bitcoin was created.
Right. And unfortunately, now that the institutions, you guys already mentioned BlackRock, and then Vanguard too is trying to come up with an ETF. Now these institutions are trying to come through to dominate. And it's like, Ty City, you said this before, it's not going to be what people think it is. But I do think that a lot of people don't understand really where this is going to be going to, because the tech, if we talk about the tech aspect, is still so new that right now, to a lot of people, it's still heavily, a lot of things still go off a lot of speculation. When we talk about news, the tech is still so young that once that comes out, it's going to bring more utility to it. But the reality is, though, I do think that once we get going into that, right, with Fed now as an example, where they start to utilize blockchain technology and integrate Ripple and such, that once there's more use cases for crypto, then you're going to start to see the price and things go up even further because of the adoption.
And you know what? I agree. And that's what I'm saying. Like nothing moves until they get the on and off ramps in total control. And the CBDC is launched. That's when we're going to start seeing like true price action.
TDM, do you have anything you want to say, disagree, or agree with what Ty just said or what I just said, bro? Because I know we cut you off, bro. You were supposed to go. Hey, by the way, shout out to Spiritual Logic in the building. Hey, brother, I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. Like, God bless you, bro. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, no cap. TDM, man, it's on you. My bad, bro. I'm gonna shut up now.
No, it's your platform. You can do whatever you want. What I was just saying is that what's the fear with central bank digital currencies? I mean, you do realize that we already have digital currency.
Oh, we have digital currency,
that we have,
but we don't have programmable currency.
Who's to say that it's not? The way that the Fed print shit, and the fact that they already have autonomy over many things.
No, I agree. I'm the one that's saying that you invest in the infrastructure that's going to run all this stuff. I'm not saying that it's something to be fearful. I'm already past the whole fight the power stuff. These people are going to love CBDCs. CBDCs is going to be the best thing since sliced bread.
I don't know about that.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Listen, let me tell you something. When people go to work and the money is streaming into their bank account, like audio, like sound, like us on a live stream, and they clock out from work and they've been paid every second, that is going to be the, I'm telling you, people are going to love it.
And y'all see what I just posted there. I'm going to leave it there. But go ahead, TDM, respond to that, what Ty just said if you want.
I believe that the main notion of what he was saying was that people are going to embrace it very easily, and they're going to be overjoyed with it. Now, I do believe that. I do agree with him that people will not really understand how, like, the certain type of risks that they're taking having this type of technology and have it going into their bank account like that. Because again, he is correct where he's saying that there is programmable money. I've already seen smart contracts on Ethereum where they have certain CBDC sort of, like, blueprints where they can shut off the money from being deposited into this account if this person is a such and such, if they're put on a certain list or they're in a certain we call it a dictionary in terms of software development. So
So
when they're in that list or like in that data structure, if their wallet address shows up in there, the money will not deposit into their account. So he is right with that sort of thinking.
right. Have you read the digital yuan? Have you read the white paper for that?
No, I really haven't cared to because I don't trust China.
Okay, well, we covered it, and it's definitely in there, and it's tied into social credit scores and all. They already have that already. So what I'm saying is, like, when it comes to America, I'm telling you, the benefits are going to outweigh. Like, people will give up total control to have the convenience.
Yeah, of course, because people are sheep.
Right.
Absolutely. I think it's for that. I don't think people are going to give up control like you think. I think that they're going to have to create some sort of a chaotic event, sort of like they did back in 2020, how they got everybody to stay at home, right? With the quarantine.
Right, but
they had to create an event, a psyop, basically, and that's how people complied. And the same way how they're going to get people to take these CBDCs is by creating a psyop.
Solo. That's not it. They're going to take the convenience anyways. They're going to use that to get rid of the old system because, okay, so the amount of debt, the amount of inflation, right? All the issues that we have with the global financial system, especially here in the United States, there is no fix for it. We're already 3 generations deep and still accumulating more debt. There is no fixing it. They have to get rid of it.
Right, but what does that have to do with the general public embracing CBDCs, my guy?
But what I'm saying is they don't have to. The reasoning for doing that is not to get people to force people on it. They're not going to have to force people onto it. The reason why they're going to have to crash everything is so they could get the new system going.
I agreed. But I don't think people are going to embrace it, as you say. I think they're going to create like a false flag event or a psyop event where they're going to be like, oh, it's messed up, guys, but oh, by the way, we have this. And then they're going to present it as like a new type of thing that is a golden egg, but it's a Trojan horse in actuality.
Could I jump in? Can I jump in with a question? Could both of those?
Oh, that's Ram. What's up, Ram?
What's going on, Ty? What up, Solo TDM? Let me just pose this question. Could both things be true? Could it be a Black Swan event as well as people just wanting to adapt to a new technology? Because this is a technology and it's convenient and it's easy. Of course, we know that the government is going to track every penny. But of course, we know this is the changing of the times. This is new financial.
Hey, Ram, I agree. I agree that both could be, but I'm saying, like, if it is to force the people who was resisting, there's no system for them to be in anymore.
Right. They're just simply make cash obsolete. So I'll give you a quick example, Ty City. I still use cash. I went to a movie theater and I tried to pay with cash and I could not get a ticket. There were no other options. So it's so easy to make this technology or cash obsolete. It's so easy. Most places don't want to deal with cash anyway. But most places say you got to use exact change anyway. And I mean, you got so many incentives to use cards, CBDCs. Cash is going out the door. In a technologically advanced society, it is primitive to be using coins and paper and carrying that shit around. So if it's not with us old heads Think about the new generation. Think about the 12 and 13-year-olds. Think about the young kids who will adapt this technology without second thought. They're not thinking about a mark of the beast. They're not thinking about the Antichrist. They're thinking about, okay, this is easy. This is our technology. We in our phones anyway. When they started doing Google Pay and Apple Pay and all of this, that was the precursor right there. We can even go back to credit cards, right? So all they have to do is make the technology obsolete. What I mean by technology, coins and cash. And we see it happening. Now, I think, of course, a Black Swan event probably could happen to help usher it in. But like you said, Ty City, it's the convenience factor. Americans, people, human beings, we want more and more convenience. This is why they created a TV remote. We want that convenience. So I don't think you're going to have a real big resistance to a cashless society or CBDCs at all. And we have a new generation of people. Not everybody as religious as they once used to be as well, because that is a component. Everybody think that this is the mark of the beast. However, that thinking is starting to become more and more archaic. I saw a report the other day. I can't quote the source at the moment because I'm just going off memory. But guess what's going out of style? Churches, Christianity, and religion. Which means that people are not going to be carrying that thinking, oh, this is the devil right here. And it's not necessarily just for our generation now. This is the future, right? So people are not thinking these ways. So yeah, I think this technology is going to be adapted, like you said, Ty City, first as a convenient. And I also think that a Black Swan event can be created. But one thing we do know for sure, that is no going back to the old system. This is here to stay.
Hey, I'm glad you said that too, because that is what people need to understand. Like, there is, like, you could get a side hustle and work yourself out of the lower middle class without the IRS being all in your business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, man, if you don't understand, if you don't get on board, you're going to be limited in your upward mobility because everything you do is going to be tracked. You know what I'm saying? You're not cutting hair on the side, cutting grass on the side. Every transaction is traced and taxed.
Great point. And that's what it's all about. It's about extracting as much money, especially in America, from the American public as possible. Here's my theory, dear brothers. And I'm going to say this. This is a statement I've been making for the last 2 years. As the United States loses and cedes power globally, it's going to squeeze its citizens more so locally. Here's what I mean by this. You have the BRICS coin. You have the BRICS nations. You got all of these countries wanting and begging to join BRICS. You got Saudi Arabia making a move that has been historical, never been done before. Amazing. He said, Biden, you can kick rocks. We're going to do deals with Russia and China using their currency. Slap in the face. It's a problem because we know the petrodollar is what makes America so-called great. We know that the United States hegemony across the world is due to one factor only. Well, really two. But one is they're interdependent. United States military prowess and the petrodollar. Now, when governments are saying, oh, well, we don't need the dollar to get oil, we don't need dollars to make our trades, then you lose power. Then you lose influence. And then you're going to lose money. So then what do? You don't just give up. Well, you're going to squeeze your citizens for every last penny they have. And I've been predicting this for the last 10 years. I predict at some point America's going to get so bad that your tax rate will be near 50%, in my humble opinion.
That's what it is in London, I believe. I believe they got high taxes like that in Europe already. But you know, I got a similar theory, but it's not like America taking the fall. I believe that you're going to have economies like Vietnam, Iraq, you know what I'm saying? Of course, China, all these other economies are going to come on board. I think it's going to level out globally. That's what I think is going to happen. And
when you say economies coming on board with BRICS or with the United States, or what do you mean?
I mean, as in like just leveled out. Everybody is going to be, you know what I'm saying, leveled out. I don't think there's going to be a grand superpower anymore.
And not even China?
No, not even China. See, because a lot of these countries have a lot of investment here in the United States, a lot of commercial property, a lot of bonds. Like if America falls, they fall. That you can't just take America out. You see what I'm saying? But they could just concede and just say, all right, let's work this out. This is what I'm saying. The leverage with BRICS comes in. And I think that it's going to unlock a lot of capital that's been trapped with these monopolies. And going into the future, I believe we're going to see trillionaires. Like we see billionaires now. I think we're going to start seeing like a lot of wealth being unlocked. You're going to start seeing these countries able to use their newfound position globally to modernize their societies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They become what we seen China become. You're going to see that replicated 30, 40 times over, you know?
That makes sense. I can see that. And you make a great point. The consolidation of power to one country does seem like an old model. And I think the world is desperate to get away from that because America has been playing bully for a long time. And I think the world doesn't want to swap one bully for another. So shared power, I think, is probably the next step in our so-called evolution as a society. When you look at BRICS, not that I'm necessarily pro or anti-BRICS, it's a collaboration of a bunch of different countries. And I think that's the model that they want to have, as opposed to the model being the United States at the top, the petrodollar, and everything must flow through it. The issue with the United States is that they're not realizing that their ways and their ideologies are old and archaic and becoming outdated. The world wants to be in peace and harmony and share with each other, and not necessarily own each other. And that's the United States for you. And I don't think that mindset, which created the West, which created America, I don't think that mindset is going anywhere. And in my opinion, I think since that mindset is probably here to stay for America, it's going to fall further and further behind. I was just talking on my show Behind the Veil that when it comes to the United States of America, they've fallen behind in every single metric imaginable except economy and military power. And for the first time in American history since, I'll say, I would even say even before World War II, but I'm just going to say after World War II, for the first time ever, America's hegemony over the world is being challenged by BRICS, by China, and these other economies, these emerging economies. And the United States have never been threatened economically before until now. And this collaboration could definitely spell the end of the power of the dollar, which ultimately will be catastrophic for us as the dollar loses power. I mean, your prices will go up when you go and travel, and your dollar won't go as far. But it seems like the United States is hell bent on continuing to resist the way the world is flowing. And because of this, the United States could be left behind. I mean, we are already way down the line in the two things that once made America great: healthcare and education. Now, if you look at the metrics now, the United States falls way behind everywhere in healthcare and education. And you still have Americans thinking in their mind that this is the best education and healthcare system, when that has been lost long ago.
Also,
so even American citizens
falling behind on technology as well.
Yes, falling behind on technology as well. Absolutely.
Oh, my bad. TDM, you was jumping in?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that you guys are definitely correct, where America is definitely losing their prowess, I guess you could say, within the whole world forum. And the one thing that I actually kind of want us to keep focusing on is that, yes, we know that the dollar, the pound, the yen, the euro, whatever it may be, the peso, none of these are like in comparison to when we were talking about, like, say, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, XLM, because those are their own entity in its own essence, because those could be used as tradable asset into terms, because there is a time when I believe Bitcoin was more valuable in, say, Australia for their currency. So who's to say that Ethereum one day may not be more valuable in a different country.
Hold up. TDM.
And
I
then
remember
somebody could just
during the last bull run, it was like 80,000 in Australian dollars or so, from what I remember back in 2021.
Yeah.
And see, this is what I'm saying. Like where everything is going now is if you study what they're doing with these CBDC pilot programs, they're really trying to find a way to get everybody to have their own sovereign currency, but work globally. You see what I'm saying? It's not we're gonna dominate this, we're gonna dominate. No, it's like no, you control your local economy. Nobody's economy is gonna be directly connected to the next person's economy. You see what I'm saying? I think that they getting away from that as well. But this is why I'm saying this is one of my theories is that whenever they leverage all this power, they know like this is why I think Russia's trying to make a move on Ukraine real quick because they know like after everything's said and done, all the treaties, all this new economy comes out or whatever, they know they're not gonna be able to just bust a move like that because warfare is also changed. Like it's not tanks and stuff like that. We're dealing with cyber attacks now, data breaches. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the new form of warfare. You know, so you having military bases all over the place. I mean, that's not where the threat is coming from like it was.
Mm-hmm. Hold up, guys. Let me read the super chats real quick. By the way, guys, this is a fire discussion. Welcome to Solo TV 84. Shout out to Sydney Midtow in the building. He says, TDM, I agree with your sentiment on BTC-based parallel economy. The issue is regulations and the threat of material penalty for not complying with government rules due to the blockchain data matching with AI. They can trace taxes. TDM, before I go into the next super chat, do you want to respond to that real quick?
Yeah, I do agree that regulations and the threat of, say, material penalty of, oh, you're not going to get your money, or we're going to be able to put your bank account or your crypto wallet on freeze. Now, that is possible, where that has actually been seen before, where we saw it with what's his name, the Korean guy, remember him
from Do Kwon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do Kwon, they basically froze everything so he couldn't utilize his crypto. Now that makes sense, and obviously with AI, but even that term bothers me because we don't have AI. We have what is called AGI, which is artificial general intelligence.
Wait, TDM, slow down. For those that don't understand, what's the difference between AI and AGI?
Well, let me break this down simply.
Like I'm a
AI is sentient. Now, I know what you're going to say, but AI is like Jarvis from Iron Man, where it can think for itself, it can communicate with you, it can have ideas, it can read your temperature and say that, okay, let me lower the temperature in the room because I noticed that the subject in the room is hot. You don't have to tell it to do anything. It thinks for itself. Now, AGI is what we have now with, say, Chat GPT, where all we're doing is giving it a command. We're telling it what to do, and then it does it. It sort of interprets what we're saying. It doesn't necessarily think for itself.
Hold up. I think you got the definitions confused because to my understanding, AGI is more sentient than AI because AGI has the same intelligence as a human being. And that's where you then start to step into the element of robots that can think for themselves and a top automation that has the same intelligence that can do for itself. Right? I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, based off of my understanding and research, because if I look at Wikipedia right now, right, it says
no. What I mean is that Chat GPT is pretty much using things that are already out there.
Okay.
Like it's searching things that people have input into Google and forums and whatever. It doesn't have a mind of its own. It's just.
But AGI, let me read this definition here real quick. The AGI concept is that it can learn to accomplish any intellectual task that human beings or animals can perform, right?
Right.
So basically, AGI is a type of artificial intelligence that can basically learn at a rate way faster than humans, gather knowledge at a faster rate. We're talking about AGI can improve its intelligence 1,000x on a daily basis, right? Okay. And by the way, I've been looking into this. So, I mean, I do think that when you look at things like ChatGPT, OpenAI, and things like that, that to me is very primitive, AGI at best. But we are definitely going to be in that realm. And hold on, guys. Let me read the super chats real quick because I know that we have a lot to talk about because this AI topic, a lot of people are sleeping on it. Shout out to Spiritual Logic with the $5 super chat. He says, salute, brothers. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate you. Sydney Midtow hit it again. He says CBDC is actually a catchy way of saying GCDC, government-controlled digital currency.
Yeah, I call it
control mechanisms will be used in the West too. Yeah, I certainly agree with that. And I made a video on my other channel known as AI Solo. Check it out. But basically with CBDCs, the government will know what you're buying, where you're buying it, and they can also stop or freeze your spending at any given time. Let's say you go to the grocery store and you try to buy 5 pounds of ground beef. They're going to say, skirt, you've been eating too much ground beef. You can't buy no ground beef.
Well, not only that, but I call it programmable poor people money. But look, if you read the digital yuan's white paper, they put actual limits on it. Like, okay, well, you've made enough money. You see what I'm saying? And then they can put a timer on the money, right? And then you have to. If let's say right now, right? We talking about they trying to get people to go out and spend and you know what I'm saying and get the economy moving. They'll just put a timer on your shit. Like, all right, well, you got so much time to spend this.
So could you imagine? You can never really truly have life savings. I mean, Ram, what do you think of that?
It's a very, very, very interesting point. I've heard that your money will be able to expire in your account, so no life savings, so you'll be dependent on the government. Not only will they be able to track you, it would be tied to your social credit score. Like in China, like as you said, if you said something that they don't like on social media, or if you go over your carbon credits or anything of that nature, you can be sanctioned immediately. Now, I know you guys have heard of smart cities, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can see how that could be perfectly integrated. So let's imagine this kind of world, a world where everything you do is under surveillance, even in your car. Remember back in the day, they were proposing some type of camera to make sure you weren't drunken before you get in your car. And it was proposing that for everybody, tracking your mileage. So you get in your car, your mileage is tracked, where you're going is tracked. It could be used for safety. Every aspect of your life is under a camera. Everything is seen, and they tout a safer, cleaner, better society. You can only use so much of electricity, so much water. Everything can be tracked. You will have like a certain amount of water you can use every month. And if you go under that, sanctions. You got to spend so much money out of your bank account. Yes, no more savings, no more freedom. You won't own anything, as the saying goes, and love it. So I think that is the future that they're preparing us for.
And see, what will be the purpose of saving if you can't own anything? Like, what are you saving for? You see what I'm saying? What's the purpose of even saving?
Great point.
Hey, I want to send this. I want to send this to you. Let me see. Is there any way I can share this?
Hold on.
Let me. I'm gonna put the link back here. I want you to pull this up because.
And also, I want to say shout out real quick to Mr. Old School Rider. Shout out to the brother from ATL. Y'all go check out his content. He got some interesting interviews. Shout out to him. And next time I go to the A, I'm going to definitely be doing an interview with him. He said XRP. Appreciate that, you know. Now, I do want to, I don't know, Tyson, if you want to post it in the private chat. TDM, let me ask you this. Where do you...
Here it is right here. I want you to... Okay, so in here, it's a video that I want you to play out of there.
Did you post it in the private chat or?
Oh, I put it. Oh, that's not the private chat. Hold on, my bad.
Wait, did you
There
post it in the regular?
It's in the private chat now.
Okay, 1 second. Now we even got videos, brothers. Listen, this is a masterclass, bro. When you get these brothers on, they got videos and everything. Let's get it.
This is from 2001.
Hold on 1 second.
All right, it's been 1 second.
Yeah, Ty City. This is a New York Times. They want me to pay, bro. Like,
no. Just scroll down. Like you straight. You straight.
no, actually, I can't. Every time I'm scrolling, it says you've reached your limit-free article. So yeah, I guess I can't view this.
Okay, share my screen. I'll do it.
All right, bro. All you got to do is just click on present and then share
Well,
screen.
you be on New York Times. You don't use all the.
I don't use all my friend, bro.
Oh man! All right,
what you think the Patreon is for, man? Shout out to the Patreon gang, man. You know
that's a fact.
New York Times, Washington Post. I read it up. Let's get it.
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
But Solo, if I could just
well, yeah, go ahead. And I know you.
If I could just say,
yeah, go ahead, bro. My bad.
Nah, because when we were talking about the AI, I did my own little research here, and I found a great quote where it says, "AI is designed to operate within specific parameters and is often programmed to learn from data and adapt to changing circumstances." Now, in that instance, when I'm saying AI, there was a project that I had to do at my university where it was basically it was like they called it a bot, but it was called a pirate. So basically it was a bot, but we called it a pirate. And basically we had to write in Python, which is a programming language, for it to be able to solve a puzzle. So what happened was the bot would have to go through the puzzle multiple times in a row, which is called an epoch. So it had to do that probably 150 times until it found the best way to reach the puzzle or like solve the puzzle at the end. So that's what it means by it is programmed to learn from data, which is basically it doing the same process over and over and over again in order to accomplish the goal, what it's trying to do easier and faster, which again is making it learning. They simply call it machine learning. Now, artificial general intelligence, on the other hand, is a machine that can perform any intellectual task that a human can. So I go back to the Chat GPT.
Right, but you had him switched around though, bro. That's what I was trying to say.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
Well,
yeah.
Well, okay. So AI is when you have to, like, the AI is going to learn and it's going to grow smarter. Now, artificial general intelligence is that it can just perform any task that a human can. So I go back to the Chat GPT. I could tell to create an image or like create an AI or like a prompt, right? And then basically I could do the same thing to an artist. I could go to the artist and say, hey, draw me a picture of John Wick. And it'll just, and like, it can just do that, you know? So that's what I was trying to get across. So I'm thinking that right now, a lot of people are going crazy over AI and Chat GPT and calling it that, but I think that people don't know that Chat GPT is like AGI, but AI is like Jarvis, where Jarvis, he learned over and over and over by doing things and basically becoming again sentient, which means responsive or conscious of certain impressions. So having or showing realization, perception, or knowledge, finally sensitive in perception or feeling and aware. That is what sentient means. If people don't know sentient. But yeah, so that was just something that
I
was
agree
there
with
before.
you. And they actually call Jarvis a personal assistant, right? And if you talk, like, listen to most experts, and I mean, I've been researching this for now almost a year. When people ask me where I've been, but we're probably within 7 years of you having your own personal Jarvis. And then also, let's not forget, Apple is coming out with their own Vision Pro, which is gonna, like, accelerate this technology as well. So a lot of people don't realize it, but the next 7 years is going to be massive in regards to an explosion in technology in general.
And that's why I actually agree with Ty City, where he says, I don't think that the next war or even the world war is going to be physical. I think that everything is going to be done by machines, whether it's drones, cyber warfare, technology war, AI war. You never know.
Wow.
So
you know what?
That's what I
was
think the
just
next world war is going to be.
I just saw a video about pretty much a U.S. military piece of technology for the battlefield that was almost like an Iron Man suit. If you want to, Solo, I could actually play that, but it's up to you.
Yeah, whatever you guys want to play, I'm with it. Ty, I know you want to play this video. Go ahead. And after Ty shares this, and then Ram, you can get your link or video ready, and we'll play it. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
I just want to put this out there because this is, again, they came up with a global tax already. This was 2 years ago at the G7 summit, and they reached a deal. They actually reached a deal, and this is all going to fly under what it's all under carbon taxes. That's how they're going to sell it to everybody, and they're going to track carbon taxes and stuff like that. This is when you was talking about, like, oh, well, you bought too much meat. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Or they're going to penalize you. Or how many times you fill your car up in a month, you went over your carbon, you know what I'm saying, credits or whatever. They already came up with all this. It's already laid out, you know? And this is a global tax, pretty much saying it doesn't matter where your company is in the world, you're gonna pay to into a global tax system. Even right here it says Britain's chancellor announced the agreement and hailed it as the deal that will be the global tax system fit for a global digital age. So yeah, all this stuff is gonna be backed up with technology. You know, all this stuff is gonna be tracked and traced, and you know they tell them the sheep was gonna happen. You know, so it's that they're not hiding this stuff. They're not hiding this stuff. Australia is trying to tax its citizens globally. No matter where you go in the world, you got to run your taxes through Australia. That was like a couple months ago. I haven't found it. I got to go and find that. But
okay,
yeah, but why shouldn't they tax you? If you're a citizen of that country, why shouldn't they tax you?
No, what they're saying is that you'll always be a citizen of that country. Like if you go move somewhere else, you're still, if you were born there, you pay taxes there.
Yeah, but aren't you classified still as a citizen? Because like, if I was born in, I don't know, shit.
Sri Lanka.
All right, Sri Lanka, whatever, and then I moved to Hawaii. Wouldn't I still be classified a Sri Lankan citizen, even though I now live in Hawaii?
But that's what I'm saying. If you go to Hawaii, you work in Hawaii, you're being taxed. Your labor is being taxed.
Yeah.
You got to pay taxes in Hawaii. Australia want their piece too, even though you live in Hawaii.
Yeah, but even though I'm a citizen, don't I have the free way to just kind of go and come as I go because I am a citizen? I don't have to go through a visa. I don't have to do anything. I have the liberty to travel freely into that country.
Hold on.
I mean, if you're an American working overseas, right, and you still have American citizenship, you still have to pay American taxes. That's, so
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's always two
if you
things.
denounce your citizenship, that's different.
I'm finna show you. Hold on.
Right. That is true. And a lot of people, especially crypto millionaires, have done that where they renounce their citizenship so they can pay lower taxes living in another country, like Portugal or
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico is still technically America, right? But yeah, you're right, Thai City. Even Germany has better crypto taxes than America, definitely. Malta is a country that I talked about where that is a lit country for crypto millionaires where they love to go there for vacation too or live over there and whatnot. But yeah. Oh, Ram, you got your video ready?
I was looking for it. I still haven't located it. I'm not sure what folder I'll put it in, but if I run across it, I'll definitely try to throw it up there. My apologies. I thought I had it handy, but I don't.
And yeah, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Solo TV 84. We've got 3 special guests on tonight. We got the distinguished man, TDM, Thai City in the building, and of course, the legendary Black Ram 313. If you have any questions, please super chat. I see we got some detractors in the building. We're talking about XRP, AI, and so forth. We're not talking about meme coins. I don't know why people don't see the title of the stream, but I get it. I got a lot of detractors that want to act like they don't know what we're talking about. So
whoever bring up meme coins, you already know we finna be on your head.
Well, we're not talking about meme coins today, though. That's all I'm saying. So I don't know why haters. We're talking about AI and all of this. So let me ask you this, TDM. How do you think the evolution of AI technology will impact cryptocurrencies or finances in general? Do you see that as a disruption, or how do you look at it from what you know?
I personally believe that AI is going to disrupt many industries, whether it's finance, education, manufacturing. So I don't see how it could be really any different in terms of whether somebody is a trader or they're looking for investment opportunities. They're using AI to track trends. People might also create DAOs where AI is integrated into it, where like the AI would be able to figure out different type of scenarios to vote upon. And they could all be run by AI, and it could just be like, a new vote proposal could just pop up and people could interact with it, vote on it, do whatever they want. AI is obviously, like you said, it's years away, but when we say the word sentient, it could just be like an actual person, an actual brain thinking and always adapting and trying to figure out different avenues about how to make things better, more functional, easier. So not only in crypto, but AI could really disrupt every industry. I mean, even driving your car. Tesla might put AI in it, where the self-driving car, dude, I don't even think that in the future we'll have taxi drivers. I think that the car will just drive itself. We don't even need Uber. Tesla could just drive automatically and come pick you up and use AI to drive all over the place for you.
Yeah, see that's why I'm good on electric car stuff.
Here's a problem that I see with so much automation, AI, and robotics, right? So basically every industry is being replaced with robotics and AI. If you go to a restaurant, well, you have a robotic waitress. If you go to a fast food place, all of that is automated. Manufacturing, factory jobs, warehouse jobs, ports, all of
Yes.
that will be automated. So if you look at every job for the most part, I even heard that Microsoft was going to replace workers with AI. So the issue is that if the robots and
IBM too.
AI, yeah. So if robots and AI are going to take away all of the jobs, then who are going to work the jobs to pay you taxes and buy your goods and services? So although it seems like a leap forward in society with all this technology, it might be a step backwards because the corporations tend to make a lot of money. But who is going to be able to buy your goods and services if nobody's working?
And see,
that's why we would have universal basic income.
I was just about to say that. And shout out to Complex, because Complex Design from the Black Brain Trust was the first person I heard talking about a robot tax on corporations that was using robotics. And at first it did make sense, but the advantage that you would have over your competition for going automated, like it'd be a tax that people would just pay. You see what I'm saying? Because let's say I'm in the trucking industry, right? The first company that goes automate,
all you truckers, man.
Yeah, the first company that goes automation, they don't have to pay health insurance. They don't have fuel surcharges. They dealing with equipment that got less moving parts. You know what I'm saying? What's going to happen is their freight is going to be way cheaper than the competition. It's going to be a race to see who can be automated first. Like all of this stuff is going to come on fast.
Yeah, I just got to say this real quick for the haters.
You're right.
Even Black Ram 3-on-3 will vouch. I was talking about XRP when it was 3 cents. Back
wait, where you get?
No, let me finish. So to all you detractors in the chat talking about meme coins, where was y'all at when I was talking about XRP back in 2017 when it was 3 cents? Y'all wasn't around. See, just because you don't know what I was talking about back then doesn't mean I wasn't talking about it. Meme coins is just an evolution of the market. And we're not talking about meme coins. So you detractors that are in the chat, the reason I'm calling you out is because y'all not talking about what we're talking about right now. I'll do your ass on my other right, but they're on my ass. But because they want to hate. See, and I'm like, come on, Ram. You remember Ram 2017? I was talking about XRP. Come on, man. And the reason why it's kind of
you've been talking about this for a long time.
Facts.
Crypto as a whole.
The reason I call it out is because haters pick and choose what they want to talk about. So if you want to see all the stuff, we got the receipts on this channel and my crypto channel, Trendsetter Crypto TV. Know the ledge. We've made millionaires off of my content. I got receipts. Brothers that became millionaires because of me. I'm just saying. So all the haters that want to talk, feel a certain type of way, you broke. That's why you mad, nigga. Facts. My bad, guys. Go ahead.
Hey, let me just say this, guys. Meme coins are like lottery tickets. You never know when one's gonna hit. So,
man, listen,
y'all can keep believing in them, but there's only a few that have made it.
I say duck the meme coins. Don't be exit liquidity. You know what I'm saying? Don't be exit liquidity. But yeah, in a bull market, it's a go. But dog, man, a lot of these meme coins ain't coming back. I'm just saying. A lot of these meme coins gone forever. Gone forever.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, I'm not here to talk about meme coins, but didn't Pepe just go on a run less than 3 months ago from nothing to $1.7 billion market cap?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Uh-oh.
That's a fact.
Y'all on the wrong channel. Y'all on the wrong channel.
But you know, I'm still feeling salty about Safe Moon, man. So I can't fuck with the meme coins no more.
I'm glad that I took 90% profit.
That shit ain't coming back.
Listen, I was so optimistic about Safe Moon, it was ridiculous, man. That was the first cryptocurrency I read the white paper for. Go ahead.
Hey, Reb, let me tell y'all something. 2016, I was in a whole bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I can laugh about it. It's actually funny now because I'm learning more, and the market is also maturing. And you know what I'm saying? And man, listen, everybody, if you watch a YouTube channel or any content creator, and they never tell you about their losses, bruh, go listen to somebody else. Go listen to somebody else. It was some stuff that if I would have only held. If I would have only held, I would have been a millionaire. But I sold a lot of positions in a fucking bear market. You see what I'm saying? That's just on some. I didn't know no better. I ain't no investor. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing. But now that I know, you see what I'm saying? That you mature as an investor. You see what I'm saying? So I can laugh because listen, Vertcoin. Sometimes I think about some of these positions that I had years ago, they never coming back. That's why when people start talking about meme coins, it just reminds me of all the shit that I invested in that's never coming back. It's gone for good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that when you look at any investment, right, and I always say this, you have to have a strategy to take profits. That's the most important part, right? In the crypto market, it's kind of like taboo to talk about taking profits because people don't want to hear that. So the reality is when SafeMoon, I remember SafeMoon, I talked about this, right? When they they exposed themselves in Miami when they bought the car and stuff like that, I was like, felt shaky. So I took 90% profit. I'm not going to lie. I took 90%.
No, wait. Take profit at all times. And then just what I said, the first thing that happened when the XRP verdict came in and it went to 90-something, I said, whoever's not taking profit right now is an idiot. Hey, Solo, when you hit me up, what did I say? I said, I hope you took profit, nigga. I hope you taking profit, nigga.
And I told you it would go up again. And what happened? XRP did pump again yesterday.
Knock it off.
83 cents, right? But here's the thing. I think this is very important. And this
is at 78 cents right now, bro.
But it went up to 82 cents yesterday.
Yeah. It had a little pump.
Hold up, Ty. This is very important. This is very important. I got to say this.
You got to buy the news. I mean, you got to sell the news, man.
You got to take profit. And this is one of the reasons why I'm a big, I do fundamentals, but I also look at technical analysis, even though I'm not an expert. But you got to understand what RSI is, right? What is the RSI on a coin? The 50-day moving average, the 100-day moving average. You got to understand these basic terms. A lot of people don't, right? And technical analysis, I think, is very important, especially during a bull market, because then it'll allow you to see that, okay, it's time to take profit. Like the RSI on XRP today was 72, right? That means it's overbought. So if the RSI, let's say it's
way overbought,
it's 150, what does that mean? It means that it's probably going to dump and then reconsolidate, and then, it is what it is. So these are like a lot of terms that I didn't know 6 years ago, 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something, because I can laugh at myself now, but dude, I was researching with crypto Twitter, not even YouTube, bro. Think about how wild, bro. Man. I was in Lux Coin, Privacy Coin, bro. I was in just to think about just
crypto Twitter can F you up, bro, because and especially in 2023, Ty, you know as well as I do, there's a lot of scams. Like real talk, I didn't get rug pulled until 2021. And I mentioned that publicly. I've been rug pulled maybe 2 or 3 times, right?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I wish I got rug pulled. That way so I can have an actual excuse for why the money gone. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I willingly invested in bullshit, bro. Just because it was trending on Twitter and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And certain people was talking about it. You know.
Yeah, man.
This is why.
I lost a lot of money.
I'm just being honest, dog. Like,
hold up.
Now I'm smart.
Hold up. This is not financial advice. We're not financial researchers. Yes, we do have a blockchain expert in TDM. He is certified, facts. But this is not financial advice. Do your own research, right? And I know a lot of people, and Ty, you and I, we've talked about this before. A lot of people, especially in the audience, let's talk about some taboo stuff. A lot of people get mad when a coin goes down. Like Shiba Inu is one that I love, right?
See,
hold on, Ty, let me finish.
Listen.
Let me finish.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Shiba Inu, Shibarium, I thought it was going to be a catalyst. Shibarium Beta, let's keep it real. It has flopped, right? Now we're waiting for Shibarium Alpha to come out. But guess what, guys?
I'm not waiting for Shibarium Alpha, nigga. I'm not waiting.
Hold up. But I still got Shiba Inu. But here's the thing, the audience, and I understand, y'all get mad when the thing money goes down, y'all get mad at me. But here's the thing, if a coin goes down that I'm invested in, guess what? I lose money too. If it goes down,
but we talking about Shiba Inu though, bro. It's a dog coin. You see what I'm saying? So it's like
Ty, listen, I still
all right, bro.
Shiba Inu, and I'm not. We've had this
argument. You know what I'm saying, bro?
We've had this argument, but Ty, real talk. When you see Shiba Inu go to a penny, whenever it is, 2025, 2030, whenever,
it's not coming back.
Don't be mad at me.
It's not coming back. I'm not gonna be mad.
Ty, all you gotta do is spend $10 and you good. Just let it sit. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe for 7 years. And you're gonna be riding the Bentley coupe with 2 pods. I'm saying facts. But I know, Ty, you don't want to hear that, so that's fine.
Yeah, you already know. I know. I'll buy $10 at H bar.
Okay, that you can do. H bar is a great coin.
That's what I'm saying. I'll buy Algorand. I'll lose my money with Hillary Clinton.
Hey, Ram, what's your take on meme coins, Ram?
If like the brother said, if it was a bull run, you might be able to grab some. I do look at it as a lottery ticket to where, you know, it's a chance. I mean, think about how many meme coins are out there. I want to say thousands, and every now and then one of those motherfuckers go up. But it's not one of those things that's really practical. It's like some type of good luck shit. So every now and then you may hit the lottery and make massive gains. But for me, I have a whole different view of crypto. I look at it as number one, a technology, a software technology. So my mind is, what is the use of this cryptocurrency? What is it good for? How is it going to change? And of course, what problem is it going to solve? Meme coins are good just to ride the train and get people who may be, I'm not talking about anybody in particular who might be a novice in crypto, but to me, in my opinion, it's like a pipe dream.
In a bull market. Yeah, in a bull market, you damn near can't miss. You know what I'm saying? Even if you pick up a 15-20% move, it's a win, you know. But man,
yeah, it's a win. It's a win if you're willing to take a huge risk. And let's be honest, even if it's a coin where you get 1 million of them, man, you better buy 1 billion. You better buy 5 billion. And don't get me wrong, it's a long shot if it hit, but it'll make you happy if it hit. But the possibility of a meme coin actually meaning something or doing something or really giving you some real financial wealth, I say it's slim and none. So here's how I look at it. Why now? I got a lot of money in Shiba Inu, but why put more money in Shiba when I can put it in H bar? Right. It doesn't make sense for me to buy Shiba Inu ever again. It doesn't make sense for me to buy Pepe or SafeMoon or Dogecoin when you got H bar sitting up there at 5 cents. It just doesn't. The math don't math to me. Right. If I'm gonna lose with a project like H bar or XDC or Algorand. If I'm gonna lose, I don't want to lose with Dogecoin and Shiba and a meme coin. I only got so much money to spend. I'm not, you guys are ballers, right?
No, not me. Not me.
$50 or $100 here and there. I gotta fuck with something that's gonna, that has a use case that's just undeniable, like H-bar.
I think here's the thing, and this is even Ty City will agree with me on this. Meme coins brings the normies in. It brings the general public in.
Yeah, but wait. See, but that's exit liquidity though. You see what I'm saying?
But I get that, Ty. But here's the thing: you're wise enough to understand the logic now, right? When Dogecoin was trending on TikTok, SHIB was trending on TikTok, SafeMoon trending on TikTok. Ty, you and I, we've talked about this. If you hear YouTubers or content creators talking about crypto,
get the fuck out.
Talk about it.
That means it's
time to go. Ram, this is gonna shock you. You know when I realized that it was time to take profits in crypto, Ram? When I had bad light-skinned chicks messaging me, asking me to get on their platform to talk about crypto, then I knew. I was like, hold on, what's going on right now? When you got the B-Dot paying you bread to talk about crypto, that's when you know it's time to cash out. Feel me? So the reality is, here's this. Let's get back to these XRP bars real quick. XRP XLM, right? Me and Ty City went back and forth regarding if it'll go to $1 or not by the end of the year. Matter of fact, I think XRP will hit $3 to $5 by the end of the year. If it doesn't, I'll send Ty City $150 Roof Chris dinner, and he can take out whatever woman he wants. But I believe in XRP hitting $3 to $5 minimum. Why? Because I look at the technical analysis. The technical analysis, right? The charts. That's what tells me this. Now, a lot of people may watch the video and they're like, what's XRP, right? TDM, since you've talked to some of the big executives in XRP, what is your definition of XRP for the people that may not even know what the heck we're talking about?
Well, XRP, obviously standing for Ripple, is obviously it's referred to as a settlement system or sort of like a remittance network that now
cross-border
is going to be. Say that again?
And cross-border payments.
Yes. A worldwide payment settlement system that is basically going to be utilized for financial institutions worldwide. So that in and of itself is kind of a nutshell of being, let's say that you have to make a payment for something overseas. You can use Ripple and XRP as a way to settle that payment throughout different financial institutions, whether that's banks, lenders, and that sort of market. Now, you can use this also for corporations or companies or even personal settlements, whatever you need to do. But basically, it's used as a worldwide gross settlement payment system, in a sense.
Black Ram, do you agree with TDM's assessment on what XRP is? Oh, Black Ram is drinking.
My bad. I had my mic muted. Yeah.
Bro, we know you were sipping on that cognac. We
know. Yes. I think, of course, I can't substantiate these claims, but we've heard the rumors that it could replace SWIFT for cross-border payments. And, here's the thing, Solo, TDM, Ty City. I listen, just the rumor itself, right, that it could replace SWIFT means a lot. Now, let's think about this just for a quick second, right? Just humor me for a minute. If a blockchain technology like XRP is used for cross-border payments across countries, right? And we're talking about big countries. Let's say China wants to send Russia 18 billion. And all throughout the world, right?
Right.
If that happens, a couple of things we would have to see. Number one, XRP would have to be denominated in big amounts because nobody wants to send a coin that's worth or use a technology where it's only worth 12 cents, per unit, so to speak. So we're looking at a price point that might be astronomical. But then you have to ask yourself a question. If it is used for cross-border payment en masse, what's the value of something that trillions of dollars possibly a day is sent through? What is the value of that? And if we could only guess and wonder how valuable that is, but one thing we can all agree on, that the moment that happens, if they ever flip a switch and XRP is used for cross-border payments en masse and replace SWIFT, where you're looking at something that has the most utility out of all of the coins, all of the blockchain technology that exists, even more so than Bitcoin. I look at Bitcoin as just this, big fat house that's just a store of wealth and really has no real utility other than the price pumps because it was the first mover in the space. It's the originator of the space. But I look at Bitcoin as a place to store your money and, of course, make gains, of course. But something like XRP, reaching that type of utility, we're talking about something that would be the largest utility token, and pretty much almost, I'm not going to say the only utility token, but the only true game in town, worth more than Ethereum and Bitcoin probably could ever be. I mean, that's the possibility. And of course, we hope for that day as XRP holders. But my goodness, if it's used for cross-border payments en masse, if it replaces SWIFT, then you got one thing on the crypto platform that's worth more than anything else in a practical sense. That's my take on it.
Yeah, you got XDC doing that's targeting trade finance, which is huge. They already moved commodities through NFTs, through NFT contracts already. So you got it's a lot finna happen with this global economy, and it's gonna be a whole lot. But when it comes to Bitcoin and where Bitcoin is going to be, you already got XRP already moved more volume than Bitcoin in the last 2 days.
Amazing. I didn't even know that. I had no idea.
Hold up tight. See, I just posted the screenshot, right? According to a 2019 report from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, there was an estimated 5.2 trillion worth of physical currency in circulation worldwide, which is only about 0.8% of the total money supply. Let that sink in. So, Ty City, what happens if XRP is handling on a daily basis, anywhere from 1 to 5% of the total world money supply?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna do numbers. Yeah, it's gonna move.
And here's the thing, and I know, Ram, I'm sorry, Ram. I know I got you on, but I gotta break this down. If you hold XRP right now, right? Let's say you're a hodler, you ain't got a lot of bread. Let's say you got like maybe 500 XRP, which is about maybe a little bit over maybe $400 to $500, and you let that breathe for 7 years. Let me just be quiet because I know Ty City might wild out. But I'm saying XRP is generational wealth.
Yes,
a lot of people don't understand that. To me, when I hear XRP maximalists talk about a $10,000 XRP per coin, that is low. That is like insulting. I expect XRP one day to hit 50,000 per coin. And I know Ty City right now is laughing, but I do expect XRP to hit. I don't know when, I can't give you a year, but I do think XRP will hit 50,000 per coin. And if you have XRP, you probably don't want anybody to know about that because you will be a target. I'm just being honest.
That's where I'm at with it.
Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
It's not just what people say. It's the people who the people who work at Ripple said it's not designed to move a small amount. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Every XRP breaks down
to move large amounts, is what you're saying?
Yeah, every XRP breaks down to 1 million drops in each one. It's not designed to move small amounts of money. It's meant to move large amounts of money down to the smallest amount. Yeah.
And here's the thing, and I know we're talking about.
I don't know about $100 XRP by the end of the year, man. See, this is where it gets silly.
Wait, okay, let's talk about that because I heard these.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Hold up. Somebody mentioned, because Ty, I know we talked about this yesterday. I heard, and Ram, I know I may have mentioned this to you when we talked recently. somebody just one of these so-called crypto experts came out, said XRP might be $40 a coin by the end of the year, right? Me personally, listen, I know that on my other channel.
You gotta unfollow those people, man.
Hold on, let me let me finish. But at the end of the day, if XRP hits, because I did the math, if it hits even $40 a coin, that's a $2 trillion market cap. So if it hits $100 per coin, you're talking about possibly a 5.5 or $6 trillion market cap. And listen, guys, I'm on. Everybody knows I'm on hopium more than anybody else, but I don't see that happening this year. Right now, the reality is, even for it to get back to its previous all-time high, that would be what, like $100 billion market cap, whatever, right? So the reality is that I do think XRP is going to go high, but I do think that, and Thai City, we've talked about this, a lot of things that we know, even with the stock market, everything's going to be tokenized, right?
Yes, that's why I'm into STOs, security token offerings. I'm already in there, you know what I'm saying? And Ram, if you remember that live stream we did, I think it was 2 years ago, and was talking about INX. Yeah. And these they already had the green light years ago to tokenize things already.
Yeah, you brought that out. This stuff has been in the works for a while. We're hearing about it now, but this has been an agenda and a plan for quite some time.
Yeah, so that's gonna be the next wave. It is gonna be security tokens, tokenized assets being traded across blockchains and stuff like that. So, yeah.
But blockchain is an excellent technology that has all kinds of use, man. Distributed ledger technology, and one thing we all can agree on is that the whole world has to get on board with it because it's here to stay. I'm not sure what the future of quantum computing is, but I'm thinking blockchain technology and quantum computing can go together if we ever get to that point. The scary thing about quantum computing is then you have to figure out how you could actually use passwords. You know, it would have to be biometrics at that point because you can figure out any password with a quantum computer. But I think
wait, Ram, just to add on to that, Vitalik Buterin, who's the founder of Ethereum, he mentioned that they want to make Ethereum wallets via email, so that way it makes it a lot more adoption friendly for the everyday normie.
That makes sense.
Well, I see Ethereum, man. We get to talk about Ethereum. You know, I advise people look up the Ethereum Foundation. I'll just say that. Just go down that rabbit hole.
All right? I know is this. Here's the thing, and one thing that is very interesting to me, Ram, is that when you look at the technology, particularly when we're talking about AI, right? And the new financial system and how technological advances will be made, a lot of these things are going to be going hand in hand together. You know what I'm saying, Ram?
Mm-hmm.
And so the reality is, and even Mo Gatat, he mentioned this, and I mentioned this to you, Ram. He mentioned, for those who don't know who Mo Gatat is, I've talked about him on my channel many times already in the last few months. He was the former chief business officer of Google X. And he said the world that, as you know it today, 15 years from now, won't be the same as it is, right? People don't understand Thai City. And this is what I'll be trying to tell even Thai, because Thai thinks I'm crazy. Thai thinks I'm on some crack.
Nah, you crazy.
No, I'm Thai. Let's keep it real. You don't think I'm crazy. But the reality is, I don't know, Thai, if you remember when the .com bubble happened, if you were old enough to remember that.
No, I wasn't. But I've done a lot of research on the .com bubble. That's how I know a lot of this stuff ain't coming back.
But even Ram, I know Ram is old enough to remember. I remember when back in the day, when you wanted to go on the internet, you used to have to get one of them CDs to get on AOL online.
Yes, sir. I remember that like it was yesterday.
I remember those coming in the mail. Yeah. I remember those.
Half of the chat probably don't even know what I'm talking about right now. You had to be on a 56K modem. I remember, Ram, back in 1995, facts, Ken, for me to get on the internet, it took half an hour to get online.
Dial up, baby.
You had to use the dial up. And then my family, we had a second phone line, and even that took half an hour. Now, Ram, as soon as you flip your computer open, you're already connected online. So what am I trying to say? What's the point of that? What I'm trying to say is the technology is going to move so rapidly, so fast in regards to evolution that as you see AI going up, also digital payments are going to go up. They already are training with digital payments, Thai City, Cash App, hello, PayPal, hello. These are going to be considered archaic
now
in a decade from now. Facts.
Well, I mean, Fed Now is basically a culmination of all these.
Yeah, that's all.
Cash App. So it's like it's like basically they're doing the same thing.
Yeah, let me say this real quick. We're with Fed Now. Fed Now is not utilizing any blockchain technology right now. All right, this is why the price of XRP fell, because people thought that XRP was gonna go bunkers, but they haven't. You know what I'm saying? They haven't yet.
But there are talks that Fed Now will be using Ripple integration in regards to their technology. So that's one of the reasons why XRP and XLM started pumping yesterday out of randomly, and XLM pumped like 30% yesterday, right? So
but listen, this is what I'm telling you.
I got a clip for that too, about how XRP is going to be integrated into Fed Now. If you want to see that,
it's Fed Now.
Man, if you can pull it up, please do. Let's pull up.
Fed Now is partnered with a lot of XRP people. I'm saying, like, right now, as of right now, they're not
utilizing instant payment infrastructure.
By the way,
Fed Now launches
Thai City. I appreciate
tomorrow on July 20.
I was letting it play. Go ahead. I don't want to talk.
Wait, hold up, real quick. I gotta say shout out to Dr. Thunder in the building. Dr. Thunder. Listen, guys, Dr. Thunder is one of the most underrated YouTubers. Dr. Thunder, highly educated brother, jazz professor at the University of Ohio State, right? The Buckeyes, right? I believe. Thai City, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Dr. Thunder. Dr. Thunder, I don't know why you waste your time on these Negroes, bro. Like, I gotta keep it real, man. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Thunder, shout out to him, man. I fuck with Dr. Thunder. Okay, Ram, go ahead and play the video, man. I'm gonna shut up.
All right, here we go. One second. Let me get this. All right, here we go.
The Federal Reserve's instant payment infrastructure, Fed Now, launches tomorrow on July 20.
Sometimes the video just is, I guess it has to load a little bit. Let me press pause for a second. And let me start now.
What will this do to the XRP price? And is XRP even connected to this? Currently, it is 12:15 p.m. on July 19, and we have HBAR, XRP, XLM being some of the top gainers today, specifically XLM up 25% in a day. XRP also having some abnormal movement up to 82 cents. Now, the only connection that has been found between the Federal Reserve's Fed Now infrastructure and XRP is through Volant. Now, this is what I call an indirect connection or an indirect partnership. This is when you have a crypto company that's partnered with somebody that's partnered with somebody, okay? So Ripple is partnered with Volant, and Volant uses Ripple's technology, but Volant is partnered with Fed Now and is putting out this right here, Fed Now and the Future of U.S. Payments, where they had a fireside chat with Melissa Burns from Volant and then Dan Gonzalez from the Federal Reserve, Fed Now. As you can see here, the VolPay Ripple processor module, and you can see Ripple's technology is used right there in this diagram. Now, what Fed Now is supposed to do is offer U.S. institutions instant pay.
Just keep going out, but I think that's the point right there.
Yeah, it's Volante. That's what I was saying. That it works through the partners, but you don't even have to go that deep. Ripple was actually a part of the Faster Payments Task Force when they was putting this together in 2015. Like, I went to the
Thai City, so that means you're wealthy, brother. Can I borrow like 100,000 like so I can start my own passport bros in Colombia, Brazil. I'll pay you back
for the what, XRP?
Yeah.
Nah.
You know what, Ty City? One thing we don't even talk about, and I know TDM knows a lot about this. With the XRP, right, with their staking system in regards to residual income, you might never even have to use your XRP if you wait long enough to make money on it. Because what people don't realize is XRP is deflationary.
Yeah. It's deflationary. And what I was trying to say. Oh yeah, Ethereum is inflationary.
Right, facts. Although people are saying Ethereum, hold up, but people wait, Ty City. I got to play devil's advocate because people might say, well, Ethereum is deflationary now because of the fact that you can stake it.
No, it's inflationary, bro. It's inflationary, bro.
But you can stake your Ethereum and you can earn anywhere from 3 to 10%. I don't know wherever you stake it at, and make money off of it. And because of the fact that the supply is going down, that you hear people saying that Ethereum will be more harder to get because of the fact that you got to stake minimum 32 ETH. Okay, you're right. And that's going to take it out of circulation. Therefore, the value is going to allow Ethereum to go up, and the scarcity is going to cause
Ethereum can't get past. Ethereum can't get past its gas problem, right? So this is why they have to have layer twos.
Yep.
But with layer twos, what happens is what you get a centralized situation. Take Lightning, for instance, right? So you get Lightning on the Bitcoin network, right? Now, when you become a validator on the Lightning network, you have to have a money transmitter license with the government, and you have to give up all your records. You have a centralized situation. Yeah, Creole, that's a fact. It's no max supply on Ethereum, so it don't matter if they burn. That's a fact. That's a fact.
And with XRP though, they it's capped, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's capped. Yeah.
So XRP is going to be very scarce in the future, and is deflationary, and it operates how deflationary asset is supposed to move. Would you agree with me on that, Ty City?
Yeah.
Although I know what the haters are going to say, well, the XRPs, they got an escrow, so they can dump anytime they want. Indeed. But the reality is that even though if they dump it, these institutions are still going to utilize it. They're still going to buy it. And there's only a finite amount of XRP that they can dump.
Well, I don't know, bro. You know,
there's not a finite.
No, what I'm saying is that with the ruling that just went down is that if they sell it to an institution, those will be securities. So that
right, but that's not my argument. My argument is you got 100 billion total supply of XRP, right? So what I'm saying is, Ripple, they can't just say, well, we're gonna move this up to 9 trillion. They can't do that because you have a finite amount. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that because we was talking about centralization, I'm saying that if these are now securities, then they fall under the guidelines of a SEC. They fall under the. You see what I'm saying?
For institutions.
Correct.
Okay. So then here's the thing. But my understanding is when they ruled the case, it was at the time when the institutions bought it. That's where it was a security. Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's going to force the institutions to buy off exchanges.
That's fine.
No, that's what I'm saying. So when it comes to the escrow, I don't think the institution is going to want the XRP out of the escrow.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I don't really, because I haven't checked the numbers on the escrow in a while, so I don't even know how much they have left. But the reality, here's my thing, Ty, and I don't know when, but eventually XRP is going to be very scarce, like Bitcoin. In a sense, remember, Bitcoin, there's only 21 million Bitcoin, right? And here's the thing. Eventually, it's going to be a point where if you have XRP, because it's deflationary with each transaction, it actually burns like a small amount of XRP. Correct me if I'm wrong, TDM.
No, that's a fact.
Right? So I think that's what's going to drive the value up. And so here's the thing. When people talk about, well, we're looking at 250,000 Bitcoin and XRP is only going to be 1,000. But guess what? When XRP hits 1,000, it's going to be the number one coin above Bitcoin.
Wait, $1,000
per XRP? Yes. Right. So here's what I'm trying to say. In the long run, XRP will be more valuable than Bitcoin. That's simply all I'm saying.
Okay, hey,
I actually agree with you, Solo, because I think that it has utility.
I can see it, but no time soon.
Yeah, not
yeah. Like I said, and once again, Ty City, let me emphasize. I didn't say it's going to happen next year, 2 years, 3 years. I gave a number, right? The number I gave is if XRP's at $1,000, it'll be more. I don't know when that'll happen. Listen, because I know Ty City, you gonna get me on this all day, right? If I say, look, XRP is gonna be $10 next year, I know Ty City's gonna light me up on the live stream, right? So
I think it's gonna pass all-time high in the next bull run. Yeah.
I think XRP is gonna hit an all-time high within a year. Easily. Matter of fact, I would be shocked, Ty City, if XRP doesn't hit $3 before the year's up. I would be very shocked.
Jeez, man.
I'd be very shocked, right? And I know. And by the way, and this is why we say it's not financial advice, but I know
it's definitely not financial advice.
It's not financial advice, but here's the reality. For me personally, right? And we've talked about this many times before. I've brought on you guys before in the past, XRP Veil before in the past. The utility of XRP, right? When you look at everything is moving over, and this is where now when we talk about a Black Swan event, right? I know the XRP community likes to talk about when they flip the switch. The reality is that eventually the dollar can't be on top forever. And eventually the dollar, because it's the last 3 years, the dollar has lost over 30% of its value. Because why? We've printed 30% of the US dollar because of the quarantine C-19 situation. And then Black Ram, we already talked about the fact that BRICS, they move with their own currency. These other countries are making their own CBDCs. The dollar is not going to be on top forever. And we've already established that we agree with that. And so you need a bridge currency that the nations will agree on. And that's where XRP will come in.
Nope. I don't think they have to agree. I don't think they have to agree on one currency. Like I said, I believe that.
I didn't say they have to agree on one. I said XRP will be a bridge currency that most people will agree on. I didn't say just one, but go ahead.
Well, okay, yeah.
All right. Can I just say something?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. TDM, go ahead, man.
No, I just wanted to show a couple articles that because I do follow Ripple constantly. Obviously, I've had conversations, as we know, but there's one article that I do want to show that I came across a little while ago. And this article is talking about how Ripple and their CBDC platform. So when we're talking about like what Solo is saying is that when XRP is going to be utilized in terms of their platform. Now, Solo, if you could bring up that screen for the article. It says, let me see if I could zoom in here. Ripple enhances their CBDC platform. Now, this was just a little over 2 months ago in May, before the whole ruling and everything like that. Now, if we could read here, I want us to look down here where it says Ripple is currently talking with more than 20 countries on CBDC plans. Ripple has enhanced its CBDC platform to meet the needs of central bank financial institutions, governments, and commercial banks to customize their currency plans and prototypes using the new CBDC platform. So that means that countries are going to be using Ripple's platform themselves and the technology. And now, if we look here in this main quote, CBDCs present a unique opportunity for the world's unbanked population to gain frictionless access to banking services. With more than 20 governments and central banks talking to Ripple about CBDC projects, today's announcement of the enhancements to the CBDC platform is well positioned to deliver more innovation, adoption, and transformative use cases in countries around the world. Remember, this article was written in May 18th of 2023.
Right.
You don't think that so many other countries are going to come on board with this one platform after winning this SEC ruling?
Yeah, let me say this real quick, because Creo in the chat, I'm pretty sure he hyperventilating right now. He said XRP will never be a bridge currency because the master nodes can censor transactions. But from this is I'm pretty sure if you read in there, it'll say that it's private. They have private, like they can run their own stuff on there from the distributed ledger.
And I would have to research into that, but I want to pull this up real quick.
They allowing people to have their own private. Go ahead.
So this is SBI CEO in Japan, right? Which is one of the biggest banks in Japan. This is an article that recently went viral again. It originally came out in 2019, where he says that every bank in Japan will use XRP by 2025. Now, if you look at the GDP, what America's number one, China's number two, and Japan is what? Number three, right? So you have one of the biggest banks in Japan coming out already years ago stating that, every bank in Japan will utilize this. Now imagine if only Japan alone utilizes XRP, what that would do, not just for the technology, but also the price. And the reality is this. Here's the thing. With the technical aspects, right? Once XRP also has the functionality of smart contracts, then it's a wrap. XDC already has that technology. XLM already has that technology, right? So the reality is that a lot of people that want to talk about how XRP will never be utilized, XRP is already being used by the banks. That's facts.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like you have Bank of America openly trying to hire somebody to train people with Ripple technology. We talking about that had to be like 2018. They've been on that.
Hey Ram, like I always tell you, because Ram is my OG. So all I'm saying is this, Ram, when XRP starts doing them crazy numbers, when they flip the switch, you won't find me. I'm changing my name. I'm traveling to another country. You won't even know what country I'm at. You think Brazil, Colombia? No. I'm going to be gone. You think my name is Solo? No. It'll be Jonathan Weathers. I'm going to change the name. Jonathan Weathers? What you mean? They're going to be like, didn't you used to be Solo? No, it's not me. You know what I mean?
Right, that was a guy that looked like me.
But Solo, I'm still trying to hear, like I'm trying to figure out the argument by Ty City when he says, like, yes, each nation that wants to have a CBDC or work with the XRP and their CBDC platform, yes, their solution is going to be built on a private ledger, but that private ledger is going to be based upon XRP technology.
Oh no,
So they're still utilizing.
No, I agree. I agree. Well, I was just saying that because from what Creo was saying in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Is that he was pretty much saying that they can be censored by the nodes, but I'm telling him that no, you can have your own stuff on the ledger.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everybody would be able to conduct themselves how they see fit.
Right. Yeah.
You know what? Hey, Ram, I figured out where I'm going to go. A place where these dudes will never find me. I'm going to be in Jamaica. They'll never look for me there. They'll never expect me in Jamaica. They'll be like, you know what I'm saying? They'll be like,
never expect you there.
They'll never expect me there. They'll be like, I thought he was a pod lover. No, I'll be in Jamaica somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying?
I already got my place picked out solo. It'll probably be Norway or Sweden. I can't lie, bro. I'll probably be chilling out.
You like them blue-eyed girls, huh?
Yeah, I do a lot of snowboarding. I'll be parked somewhere in Sweden.
See, yeah. See that's where you go. You go where people already. You go where people put their money to hide. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, Thai City. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You go duck off where people go and hide their money. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go be with their money. You know?
Exactly.
I think Thai City brought up the taxes earlier, and we got to talk about this because a lot of YouTubers don't. But I do believe, and Ram, I know you agree with me on this. If they flip the switch, or if the mega bull run happens or parabolic bull run.
Solo. Listen to me.
Hold up, Ty. Let me finish.
Hold on.
You don't even know where I'm going with this. Hold up. Let me finish real quick. They're gonna tax the mother effing beep out of people. People don't realize it. You feel me? They're not just gonna let you get wealthy where you got a XRP. Let's even go moderate. Thai City, you'll agree with me. If XRP is $1,000 per coin, they're not gonna just. You're not just going to be paying the capital gains tax that you're paying now on it. They're gonna tax you till your nose bleed. They're just because these people don't want you to get wealthy. It's like a brother said earlier in the comments. XRP was never meant to be for people like us. It was meant for institutions.
Right, but what I want you to understand is that every on and off ramp, all right, is going to be controlled. That's it. If you want to take profit, it will be through a CBDC. There's no way around it.
Repeat that last part again. You cut out for me.
Oh, there's no way around it. You if you want to cash out, it will be in CBDCs.
But here's the thing, Thai City. You were around in 2017, right?
Yes.
Who says they'll even let you cash out? Remember in 2017 when people were trying to when Bitcoin hit 20,000 and people were trying to take profits, and all of a sudden Coinbase you couldn't log in, Binance you couldn't log in. So here's the thing.
Yes.
Hold up. The smart thing is that's why you got to use like a Yumi wallet or decentralized wallet, a DEX. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Because if you try to use a centralized exchange, you're FUCK'd. ED. Facts. So I do agree with you on that, Thai City, but there are workarounds on that. You feel me? Like, I'm just being honest. Like,
I think that atomic wallet is the best.
It ain't gonna be no workaround. If you want to get out and you want to spend what you have, you cashing out CBDCs, bro.
I mean, what about stable coins?
Exactly. USDC still around.
Stable coins is going the way of the dodo birds. They already had plenty of talks about stable coin legislation. USDC may turn into go CBDC.
Nah. But here's the thing, and this is what Thai City. I
don't
get
know
what you're
about
saying,
that because
but
Circle is its
there'll be
own.
a point. It's just like that old crypto meme with Morpheus. There'll be a point where you don't even have to cash out, my nigga. Facts. Your XRP or XLM XDC will be more valuable than a stable coin. You don't even have to cash out. You'd be fool. People will call you a fool for doing so. I know we're not even close to being there yet, but eventually there'll be a point.
If you plan on taking profit, all right, I'm telling you right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Get ready to shake hands with the banks with the tanks. All right. That's just how it's going to work.
But he's not even talking about cashing out because I could hold XRP in my ledger, my atomic wallet, whatever I have, and I could then forward it to my address on, like, say, a crypto.com.
If you go,
and then I could just upload my XRP to my debit, and anywhere that accepts Visa, I could then just do that.
That's
and
now.
I could just utilize that.
That's now. Yes, that's now. You could cash out a Coinbase and through PayPal right now. But I'm telling you right now that these days are about to be over. It's about to be over.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that for a second?
Okay, so remember when you could just cash out and nobody said nothing, and then it was up to you to file it on your taxes or whatever, and then, you know what I'm saying, Uncle Sam went to Coinbase and they turned over all the information?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Plus, with CBDCs, they don't have to have an IRS. They don't have to have oversight. It's going to be built into the code. Say you could take out a crypto loan to avoid taxes on Coinbase. Coinbase, yes, you can take out loans, but what I'm telling you is that
not just Coinbase, but other exchanges too. That's Thai City. Wait, Thai City, hold up. And you know, because I'm not here to cap, but I know a couple brothers that are crypto. I'm not saying that to brag, and that's how they do it. That's how they mitigate the tax factor by doing these loans.
Man, them days is over with, man. I'm telling you.
Creole says XRP will never be more valuable than the Bitcoin because XRP will never have more. Hey, Creole, holla at me in 2030, fam. Please do.
Yo, don't get Creole started. Creole said,
Creole, holla at me in 20. I just sent Creole the link of what one of the biggest bankers in Japan said, and Creole's still trying to argue the fact. So, Creole, do me a favor.
No, Creole, Bitcoin maximum.
7 years from now, have the same energy. Have the same energy. I remember, Ram, in 2017, when I was part of the Pegasphere, and people were calling Bitcoin a scam. They were calling XRP a scam. And then guess what happened, Creole? 4 years later, 2021, the same YouTubers that were throwing slick shots and dissing were calling me, Thai City, asking me, yo, Solo, how can I get this ADA? How can I get this ADA? Where do I buy it?
I got called a crypto snob. I remember. Yeah,
I remember arguing with a passport bro YouTuber, one of the biggest ones on the platform, financial advisor. I'm not dissing him. I respect the brother a lot. And he told me crypto is a scam. If you go on his Instagram right now, he buying Bitcoin left and right. At the end of the day, being a trendsetter, Creole, is understanding not just the financial system and the tech, which obviously you do, but also understanding where we're going. Hyperinflation is not going to stop.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now.
Hold up, Thai City. A pack of grapes, right? That used to be £2, used to cost you what, $2-3, right? Now it costs $10. Black Ram. You can't even take a chick out on Applebee's no more. Used to be 2 for $20, right, Ram?
Right.
That used to be the move. Facts.
2 for $80 now.
Yeah, facts. So the reality is there are other outside factors that are contributing to the value that crypto is going to have. And I know a lot of people think, oh, Solo, you wilding, you capping, you don't know what you're talking about. I was talking about Thai City. I was talking about XRP when it was 3 cents. I remember when Black Ram, and Ram, I'm not throwing no shade. I got to keep it real. when Ram made a video where he was skeptical about crypto.
Yes, sir.
And I made a video breaking it down logically.
I remember
step
that.
by step.
What year was that, Solo?
That was 2017. Facts.
2017. Okay.
When these Pegosphere dudes were still talking about Keisha, it's 2023. They still talking about Keisha. Facts.
Hey, listen.
Hold up, Thai City. Hold up. Meanwhile, here's the thing. When you realize this crypto thing is a real thing, when the CEO of BlackRock used to call it a scam and used to call it it's for scammers, and now the CEO of BlackRock is talking about Bitcoin is digital gold. JP Morgan said they would fire anybody that got Bitcoin. JP Morgan, now they come up with their own coin.
Solo, this what you gotta understand, dog. These are economic assassins. Like, they take down markets. A lot of people don't understand. Let me
hold up. I just gotta say this. I was gonna come out with the Kevin Samuels coin, and TDM told me, nigga, chill, don't do it. But that shit would have made a lot of bread. Facts. The Kevin Samuels coin, man, come on, bro.
See, this is why you got a bad name, Solo. Like,
I know. Facts.
Like, good Lord. What was I saying? Yeah, I forgot.
You had the coin in the 2021 bull run, and I made the coin. I didn't make that coin. There was a Thai City. There was a coin called Pod Coin going crazy. The KS coin is going to do nothing. I'm not going to do it, but I know one of you brothers will. SBE coin, Thai City hashtag they know coin. Anyway, not financial. I'm not saying they should do it.
I would never. But listen. This what you got to understand. We people start talking about BlackRock, and what's the other one? It was BlackRock and Fidelity and Vanguard. Yeah. So you got to understand, BlackRock alone could leverage not even 5% of its assets and wreck the whole market. That's how much money and assets that BlackRock have. So when people start talking about, oh, BlackRock is about to come in, the money is about to come in. No, they will crash this whole shit. That's what I'm saying. Like that.
You think BlackRock it could be intending just to get in to manipulate the market?
Yes. They don't get into anything they can't have control over. Housing markets, they run. I'm talking about whole commodities they run. You see what I'm saying? They trade against billions and trillions of dollars. That's their whole steez. They don't come into like, oh, we want to make the housing sector better. No, we're gonna come in, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna buy up all the toxic assets, and then we're gonna just manipulate the whole shit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just
let me ask you this then, Thai City. So is BlackRock getting into crypto? Is that a good thing for the market overall, or a bad thing for the market?
I don't think it's a good thing at all. I don't think it's a good thing because, again, I've been saying that it will never ever be a spot ETF ever. Right.
There will be one before the end of 2024.
There will never be a spot ETF.
There will be one before 2024.
There will never. And I'm going to tell you,
biggest asset manager, and you got BlackRock coming in.
Never be,
the SEC got it. The SEC right now looking bad, dog.
There will never
got too much money for them to just say, "Nah, we gonna deny it." It's gonna happen, Thai City.
There will never be a spot. The reason, hold on, let me finish. Let me finish, Solo.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me finish. There will never be a spot Bitcoin ETF because a spot ETF would mean that it will be settled in Bitcoin. The problem with that is they don't know who owns all this Bitcoin. All these they're not going to put themselves in a position to be rug pulled by all these strangers and people that they don't know. That's not how they don't get into these markets as late coming people and put themselves in a situation where they could be taken advantage of. They're not going to let that fly. They will create an ETF, yes, and guess what's going to happen with that? Derivatives. What happens with derivatives? They can short it without using Bitcoin, and without using Bitcoin, what can they use? Their assets. Who got the most assets in the world? BlackRock. This is what I'm saying.
There's 6 spot Bitcoin ETFs right now under review. One of them is BlackRock. Let that stay for the record, by the way.
Do you know how many? You know how long they've been having spot ETFs under review?
BlackRock never applied for spot
I remember
guy
until recently. Until recently. Why is that? Because we're getting closer to CBDCs and everything else. And I'm telling you, it's timing.
Right. So here's the thing. If it doesn't happen by the end of 2024, Thai City, I will make a YouTube video and call you the greatest YouTuber of all time. And I'll send you a check, my guy. Fact.
I mean, I'm already goaded with these predictions already. I'm already goaded with the predictions already.
And I know you are. Here's the thing. Ram, let me ask Black Ram this. Ram, you're a logical man. When you hear about an entity like BlackRock looking to get into crypto, what does that tell you?
It tells me a few things. It tells me, number one, that they see this as the future of finance. It also tells me that they are planning to make a boatload of money because no company invests in something to lose money. It shows me that all of the naysayers about the crypto market were wrong because the largest asset manager in the world. Remember, we have to always think about, when you think about big players like a Vanguard or a BlackRock, that they have trained professionals making forecasts and looking at these markets and paying those forecasters millions of dollars to tell them or give them advice on what moves they should be making. So I think when BlackRock enters the market, I'm not saying BlackRock won't manipulate the market or can't, but they're not entering into something to lose money. So I think in upcoming years, I can't say when, like the crypto market is over $1 trillion in market cap, you're going to see 5, 10, 15, and $20 trillion market cap, because this literally is the future of finance. So BlackRock entering the market, although it can be manipulative, I think it's a sign that this shit is going to pump and it's going to go through the roof. I don't see how it can, because BlackRock isn't in the business of losing money.
And Ram, I appreciate your candid take. Let me just say this. I do agree with Thai City that if BlackRock gets that spot ETF, they're going to crash the market first so they can get it for the low. You feel me? And
but here's the thing, though. It don't have to be. It don't have to be a spot ETF. This is what I'm telling you. If it's not a spot ETF, then it could be leveraged. That's what I'm saying. And BlackRock can leverage the fuck out the whole market. They don't even have to use that much of their assets, bro. Like it's so big.
You as well as you know as well as I do, the majority of the public, they're going to be too lazy to learn about how to buy a coin, how to use a DEX, how to convert a coin. A lot of people would rather pay like a BlackRock to buy the coin for them. That's just the reality of it.
This is what I'm telling you, that they're going to use derivatives and things like the same way they manipulate stock market and stuff like that. They're going to do the same thing. Like they could bet against the market, then leverage it with their assets. You see what I'm saying? They could short the whole market using their assets.
You're already using derivatives right now, Ty. So what are you trying to say?
That's what I'm telling you.
Nothing new.
Let BlackRock come in. Let BlackRock do it then.
When there's a town, and I made a YouTube video about this. There's a town in Arkansas right now where you can, if part of your retirement funds, if you want to invest it in Bitcoin, you can do so. Here's the reality of it. And once again, I should have did a better prep on this. I apologize. But ETFs, Thai City, for the average Joe the plumber, let's use that. a 50-year-old, 60-year-old man who is not tech savvy, if you tell him, yo, dog, go on Coinbase and then get Pancake Swap and Uniswap, and that's how he's not gonna have a clue what you're talking about.
Hold on.
Hold up, Ty. That's where the ETFs come in. The reality is that Ty, you know as well as I do.
Yo,
Ty,
this is what I'm saying.
Ty,
I have to laugh because
hold up, Ty.
Crypto was supposed to be about not having ETFs.
People got to understand ETFs, right?
Yeah.
ETFs. The concept is very basic. BlackRock will run their own Bitcoin ETF, and they'll run it's going to be very nice and value for them, right? But the reality is this, Ty. The average normie person, if you tell them even to get on Coinbase or crypto.com, they have no idea what they're doing. You know how I know, Ty? Because I've dealt with people that and taught them from A to Z, and they don't understand it. What we're talking about right now, anybody who's watching the stream, Creo, Za General, Infamous, Mike Shinnery.
Let me say this about Infamous.
Let me finish. Anybody watching the stream,
when you gonna finish, bro?
Let me finish real quick. I'm almost
when
done.
When you gonna finish, dog?
I'm gonna finish. This is my show. I'm gonna finish when I finish. The reality is, if you're watching this stream right now, Ty, anybody, and you are in crypto, you're in the top 10% automatically. Your knowledge is far superior than Joe the plumber down your street. By the time Joe the plumber understands what crypto is, you're already going to be a millionaire or billionaire. That's all I got to say, man. Mic drop.
All right. Infamous says BlackRock won't hurt crypto. If they hurt the market, they destroyed themselves. But that's not how it works. They can make money shorting the market. They can destroy the market and get rich. This is what people don't understand. I remember when do you remember when the CME came out? The Chicago Mercantile Exchange?
Wasn't Anybody? That in 2021?
Yeah. And everybody was like, oh man, this is gonna take crypto to the moon. And when it came out, what happened? It was a big short. They used the CME. This is why you have CME gaps. And people trade off those CME gaps because people are shorting it.
But here's the thing, and this is the part that Thai City people don't understand. Do you with the ETF, right? Do you really think they're going to be buying Bitcoin? They're just going to be buying a paper that says you own Bitcoin. Come on, man. We know that.
That's what I'm telling you. It goes against Bitcoin because, again, you get to use Bitcoin that's not even real. At that point,
but Ty, you're missing my point.
God, damn, man.
No, Ty, you're missing my point. Go ahead, bro.
Let me finish, man.
You got it.
All right. So you got Bitcoin. They're using things that aren't Bitcoin. Do you understand? This is what I'm telling you. It don't even matter what the supply of Bitcoin is. If you're able to buy a certain amount of quote Bitcoin representatives to bet against Bitcoin, like this goes against the whole thing. It's just the fact that people are like cheerleading for this is incredible. I'm here for the whole ride, though. You know, first of all, I don't believe that there will ever be a spot Bitcoin ETF, but if it does happen, I do want to see what will happen. Crash the market, come in.
Ty, how are you going to get these baby boomers in crypto? You got to have
baby boomers in crypto.
I don't. Me personally, I don't. But this is how you're going to get Ty. This is what goes back to what I was saying like 2 minutes ago. To get the normies in, the baby boomers, your grandfather or your daddy, this is how they're going to have to do it.
The normies were never meant to be on this. This is what I'm telling you. What happens when normies can't get into their crypto accounts. Oh, they go to the SEC. They want to sue people. They want to get Big Daddy government involved. You don't want the normies in this. This is not meant for normies.
It's inevitable though, Ty. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But this is what I'm telling you, when the normies come in, the normies are going to bring in. This is why I'm telling you, this is how I know that I'm doing the right thing by like going with regulated exchanges and lining myself up, because it's going to come down to the normies.
Ty, when Bitcoin reaches in the future, I don't know what year, 250,000, and now all of a sudden your neighbor who's 70 years old talking about, Ty City, you know about that Bitcoin? How can I get some of that Bitcoin? Are you going to sit her down and be like, oh, this is how you get a coin? No, you're not. You're just going to tell her, yo, call this number. BlackRock got the ETF. They're going to set you right. That's where we're going.
Man, BlackRock.
And by the way, Ty, let me emphasize, I'm not saying this is the route that I want people to go. That's not what I'm saying at all. But the average normie, they don't want to be bothered learning about how to create a wallet. They don't want to be bothered learning, writing down their own private keys. They're not, even if they did, a lot of people are going to lose it. So that's why ETF is going to be more attractive for the average American. The average American is dumb. They don't even know how the bank system works.
Right. And at the same time, people are depending on Big Daddy government to take care of their. This is what I'm saying. We in the same boat again. This is how I know I'm doing the right thing. People want this. People want the government to come in and have more helpful options. You know what I'm saying? And make it easy for people. That's how I know I'm doing the right thing.
Hey, Ty, listen, we have less than 100 people here. The people here, they're already far more intelligent than the average normie. And I think sometimes we discredit our audience. This is not for everybody. If I was talking about big booty white girls and pogs and things like that, hold up, Ty, let me finish my point. We would have more people in. This is not for dumb people. People that are watching this stream have far superior intelligence than your average person. Why? Because they understand we're not talking about something that is the same old, same old. This ain't no pegosphere talk. This is like high intelligent conversation. All right, you got it.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that everybody is on this whole, we need an ETF. And this is people who understand crypto. This is for people who understand. That, by the way, wait. This is for people who understand private keys. They understand all this. They want ETFs, right? They want it. They care about what the government says about it. They care.
Yeah. But Ty City, you're talking about dudes that are on Reddit or these weirdo YouTubers. No. Never said it.
I'm talking about big YouTubers. I'm talking about big YouTubers are cheerleading for ETFs that are going to be regulated by the government.
I agree with you, Ty. So let me ask you this. How do you propose we get mass adoption into the space where with as simple as possible?
What do you mean? How mass? Listen. The only things that are going to matter in the future are going to be securities. That's it. There's another big prediction of mine. The only thing is going to be seen as a security. That's it.
And matter of fact, guys, I do agree with Ty City.
Everything else going to zero or damn near zero.
They're going to use you as exit liquidity. That's facts. That's facts. So I do agree with Ty City. But the thing I hate to say this, Ty, but we do need mass adoption happening, and it's going to happen.
It is going to happen. And guess what? Again, the only way mass adoption happens is if the on and off ramps are controlled by the banks with the tanks. That's it.
And ETF is part of the banks with the tanks, my guy.
No, I agree.
Okay. So we agree on that.
But not spot ETFs.
At the end of the day, Ty, here's the thing, Ty. And I'm pretty sure you did this. Remember when you first heard about crypto? I know I did this, TDM. you would tell everybody, your friends about it, and they
Oh
were looking at
man,
you crazy.
I was
right?
a Bitcoin maximalist. I was like, man, this better than the central banks, this and the third. And then I start seeing people, and I start asking questions, and I'm like, why does it matter what China says about Bitcoin if Bitcoin is its own thing? And then people I'll be like, well, yeah, well, the government just blah, 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 and they're not banning it. And then the price start going up. And I'm like, but that's backwards. You know what I'm saying? And then I just start asking questions like, if inflation is going up, why is Bitcoin going down? You see what I'm saying? I start asking questions like that, and then nobody had the answers. Then I was like, oh, okay, I know what this is. I know what this is.
I want to, and I'm not trying to change the topic, but Ram, you said something earlier that I think that we haven't talked about a lot, and I want Ram to expound on it. You mentioned something about the digital yuan having a credit score tied to it. Now, I watched Black Mirror. I don't know if people know what that is, but there was an episode on Black Mirror where basically the credit score dictated your status in society, right? And if you think about it, we kind of have a credit score now. If you go on Uber or DoorDash, if you have a better rating on Uber, I got a 4.8, by the way, right? You get better luxuries and benefits, right? So, Ram, let me ask you this. Can you expound on what you mean by the credit score with the CBDCs, or in general, how that will dictate the financial market, or how do you see it? Because I know we're not prophets or seers. We're just regular guys just having a dope conversation. But what do you mean by the credit score will affect your buying ability?
Well, from what I've been looking at, some of these things are already going on in China, and we've have higher ups in the U.S. government saying that they want to use China as a template on basically a new society. And of course, this goes along with smart cities, making everything cleaner, safer, eco-friendly, and all of these things. So this is the cities of the future. And your social credit score, what you post on social media, what you say, where you go, what you do, how much you spend, are you keeping in line with your footprint as far as how much of this planet you're using, your water, everything you do, since it's going to be monitored, it will assign you a social credit score based off your behaviors on how you behave within the system. And this, of course, can be used to sanction you, punish you, or even reward you. And we know that everything is a slow process. You put the frog in the boiling water, you slowly crank up the heat. So think about some of the things you already just said, Solo. Think about how you give ratings to certain services, Uber or Airbnb. These same services can turn around and rate you as well. So that's a sign of a social credit score. Think about all of the reward points you get for shopping at certain places and using certain credit cards and using a credit card a certain way. All of this is going to be socially engineered to have a society where everything you're doing is going to be judged and dictated, and you're going to receive rewards and punishments based off of that. And they're going to tout it as a fair and more equitable society. But all it is more about more and more social control.
Hey, Rand, we already got that already. You familiar with ESG?
ESG? No. What is that?
Okay, ESG, I forgot what it stands for, but it's equity or something like that. It's an ESG score, and it's all the major corporations. They got to be on board. This is where you see a lot.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about now. Yeah.
So they got to be within us. They have to hire a certain amount of these people and those people. You know what I'm saying? And they got to maintain that
environmental, social, and governance.
Right. So they got to maintain a high ESG score, and it affects businesses with loans and all type of shit. So we already have it on the corporate level already.
Yes, I'm definitely familiar with the ESG. I talked about it a couple of weeks ago, and I'm trying to see if I have a clip. I probably deleted it. But yeah, all the corporations must get in line with you know, I know we're on YouTube, we got to censor yourself, the letter community and other communities, and be pro this and pro that and friendly this, friendly that. So they're telling you right away what type of agenda, I mean, not what type of agenda, what type of behaviors and attitudes and beliefs you need to have in order to score high or score big or be in line with this new system and this social credit score system. This could be part of the reason why America is going to Africa, telling them what they should do with the rights of certain people, because they want the whole world in line with these ideologies.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, so definitely social credit score, ESG, all of that is going to go together to create smart cities and a much different society than what we see now. But we see all of these things burgeoning, and it's growing, and we see these things being adapted en masse. And you all notice, I'm sure, that things are starting to go faster and faster. I mean, they went from talking about chat GPT, and I'm thinking it's going to be way off in the future, but it's here already. So these things are starting to happen faster and faster and faster. Solo, I want to say thanks for having me on, brother. I got to run. I got to go get some grub and everything, good brother.
Hey, Ram, listen, I appreciate you having on. My bad for the yelling, you know.
Oh, no, we love that. We love that, man.
Yeah, we just be
hey, Solo, you got to be you all the time. This is why we watch. We watch because you solo. So be as bad as you want to be, bro. You solo.
But I want to say, Ram, before you leave, a lot of people don't understand. Ram helped my YouTube career a lot. He was my first big interview. I've mentioned that. You know what I'm saying? And Ram still rocks with me, even through all my ups and downs. He still rocks with me. Ram has met me in person. Hey, Ram, they still calling me an incel, bro.
They haven't seen you in the field, bro.
They ain't never seen Hey, Ram, they ain't never seen a big boy in the field like that.
Bro, you was throwing me HOs. I was the one that was shy backing off, bro. You was throwing the chicks at me, bro.
Facts. But shout out to you, Ram. I appreciate you. And definitely you're gonna see me on Ram's show whenever he has me on again. But Absolutely. Shout out to Black Ram, man.
All right, my brother. Appreciate you. And I'll holler at you, Ty City, man. It was great talking to you, Ty.
Yeah, I might pull up on y'all, man.
Definitely do that.
Yeah, man. I might pull up.
You're always welcome. You're always welcome, Ty.
Yeah.
Hey, Ty, let me ask you this. What is your take on credit scores being tied with, you know, CBDCs or your power of purchasing? Do you agree with what Ram? I know Ram just left, but do you agree with what Ram said or not? And go ahead, bro. Now it's just us, so I'm gonna let you rock, bro. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, like I said, it's all gonna be laid out, and it's all gonna be tracked digitally. Was speaking about Australia earlier. You know, they got the the Global ID initiative. Cardano is pushing the Global ID through. They got a Global ID program they getting started in Africa.
Yeah, I know they have a partnership. It's with Ethiopia, I believe, where their school kids are going to have those Cardano digital IDs. And I made a video on that a few years ago.
So they still going with their Global ID system. So I believe they partner with Australia, but yeah. So look up. Forgot what they was called. They was called Soul tokens. These are tokens.
Oh no.
Yeah. Soul tokens. So these will be like NFTs with birth certificates and stuff. Things that are tied to you only. They can't be transferred or given to anybody else. This is like your record. Your record. Look into that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's coming down the pipeline. What's up?
Ty, I'm not trying to sound once again, Ty. Because when you talk about soul tokens, right? This should sound kind of like on the spiritual level. It kind of sounds like demonic, where it's like they want your soul in a token. Like, what do you make of that? Doesn't that, like, when I first heard it, I heard Vitalik talk about it, right? Vitalik from Ethereum,
right?
Like, what do you make? Like, to me personally, Ty, this shit doesn't sound cool. But what do you make of it when you hear about the soul token that you just mentioned, or tokens that have your soul in it, allegedly?
I mean, it's a soul token. What you want me to say? Like,
I mean, but Ty, imagine your soul token is going to be your digital footprint for the rest of your life. It might have your not just your ID, but maybe even your DNA on it. You know, a drop of blood or something. That sounds a little weird to me, dog.
It might have your DNA mapped out on it. You know what I'm saying? It might have, you know, might have your family tree linked into it. You know what I'm saying? It might have a whole bunch of stuff. But I mean,
that to me sounds like, and I'm not trying to be conspiracy theory, but that sounds to me like the gateway to the mark of the beast or some shit like that, bro. Like, I'm just being honest.
Oh, man, don't get me started with the mark of the beast, bro. Like we already accepted the mark of the beast. Like nobody leaves without their cell phone. They don't have to implant anything in you. Like you ain't leaving without. You got to be by your cell phone 24/7. Like. They don't have to implant anything inside of you.
Well, pretty soon though, Ty City, they're gonna put the Neuralink in people's heads, right? They already got the approval to start testing for humans, and then the microchip is coming next. And humans, they're gonna embrace that shit, unfortunately.
What if it helped niggas read?
Hey, yo, wait. I see you ain't shit, bro. You ain't
I'm just saying.
You ain't shit. I'm sorry.
Some niggas, I think some niggas might need the Neuralink.
Hey, man, maybe
I'm not totally against the Neuralink.
If the Neuralink happens, I don't know, bro. There might not be a manosphere because now everybody got pogs.
Well, what I'm saying is that with the Neuralink, maybe, you know, maybe somebody create a program where you know, dudes, it switch from like you thinking with your dick to you start thinking with the Neuralink. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it might save some lives out here, bro.
Bro, you know what, Ty City? The AI shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and I've said this to this shit scares the shit out of me, bro.
You ain't shit, Pastor. Somebody said, "No, I'm not racist. I want niggas to read, man. We gotta be racist."
Hey, y'all chill, man. Ty City ain't CGA, man. Come on, y'all chill, bro. Ty City ain't CGA talking down on black men. Come on, man. Yo, relax. But Ty,
man, don't get me involved with you in CGA, man. I think you might have a problem. I think you might have a problem if he pull up solo. I'm just hey, man.
A problem with the gauge and lifestyle? No, not at all.
I'm just saying, if he pull up on you, man, all this, you know.
Listen, we're all God's children, right? So
I'm just saying.
Yo, at the end of the day, though, Ty, let me ask you this, because I know we've been on for 2.5 hours. Damn, like, see how time go fast when you talk about crypto? I love it. You know what, Ty? Real talk. I have not looked at the fucking live stream clock for the last hour, bro. Like last hour.
We didn't even get to how I think BlackRock could take over the mining and change the Bitcoin protocol.
And
we didn't even. I will say that for another live stream.
Yeah, because I was gonna cook Creole with that actually in the chat, because all BlackRock has to do is own 51% of the mining, and they can change the Bitcoin code if they want, right?
But this how I know. This how I know they don't really take it that serious.
Explain.
Because if they wanted to do it, they could have just done it already. You don't think America has enough resources? You don't think the Federal Reserve can't print enough money to put it in action to take over the mining protocol? It's not even worth it for them. It's like, man, we'll deal with that later.
That's what probably they're planning to do. Right?
Oh, see that I just leave it right there. We'll
do that another stream.
Look, there go Creole. That's wildly untrue.
Wait,
see
Creole's still in the chat?
Yeah, hey, listen. Yeah.
Shout out to Creole. Wait. Shout out to Creole. He's still in the chat. Like,
hey, wait. Hey, wait, hold on.
Attack on Bitcoin is possible.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, look, check this out. I'm dropping the link to my channel, and then What's today? Today is Thursday. Let's do Sunday.
Have you heard of the 51% attack?
Yeah, I already know what time it is.
Okay.
Creo in denial. Creo in denial. Look, listen, hold on. Let's do look. Oh man, that ain't. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me do this real quick.
Hold on. Let
I gotta drop. I'm gonna drop the link to my channel, and then look. Let's take this to my channel on Sunday, and then we can trigger Bitcoin maximalists on Sunday.
Ty, I'm gonna be busy. I'm doing brunch with the pods on Sunday, bro.
Man, knock it off. Man. Knock it off.
No, real talk. Like, unlike your favorite YouTubers, I actually have a life. Believe it or not. Here's the thing, Ty. Real talk.
You pulling up on Sunday?
Your closing statements, and I'm gonna shut up. But Ty, real quick, because I didn't get your opinion on this.
What was that?
I'm gonna ask you one last question, and then I'm gonna let you do a closing statement or whatever.
Bitcoin will be attacked.
No, that's not my closing statement.
Oh.
My closing question to you,
Tether
Ty,
will be attacked.
Tether has already been attacked and probably will be attacked again. I agree. What is your take, Ty, on the evolution of AI technology? What is your Ayo Creo? I sent you a reference link, sir. Please hit the link. Okay.
No. He said he was busy. He said he was too busy.
No, Creo, just hit the link. I don't argue with people that are not. I post receipts and references when I talk. But Ty, let me ask you this: what is your take on the evolution of AI? We've already heard Elon Musk, Jeffrey Hinton, who's considered the godfather of AI, as well as Mulgatat, former Google blah blah CEO, talking about AI is the doom gloom end of the world, right? What is your take on AI in general and how it would affect the digital market or financial markets in general?
I think that people are already trying to use it. You know what I'm saying? On the other side, I don't think that. And what I mean by that is, I think that people are actually integrating it. AI into what they're doing, I don't think that it's a problem. I think that they can actually help, people, if they use AI to try to find loopholes and stuff like that. I think that's more of what people are doing.
Okay.
Creo thorough, bro.
I've never watched this video. I don't know who he is. I've never watched this video.
Nah, he thorough.
I never watched the video. But to me, listen. 1% attack isn't real. It sounds delusional. So I can't take
listen, he do get listen. Creo said that Bitcoin is going to infinity. That's how much he think Bitcoin is going to be worth in the future.
Well, then he sounds dumber than I am when I say XRP goes to 50K, because I think y'all will hit 50K first before Bitcoin will ever go to infinity. Will Bitcoin go to 1 million in 20, 30 years? Yes, in 20, 30 years probably. But XRP will be more valuable regardless of how Bitcoin will go.
See,
once we get past one.
Listen, Sunday.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
See, and then you go use an excuse not to pull up on Sunday after you said all this shit.
I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm Bruce Wayne in real life, my guy. I do this shit at night, and then during the day,
all right. Bye.
Yo, he left. I guess I triggered him. I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a guy that does YouTube. This is what happens. I'm sorry. I have a life. I really do. I do this for fun, though. I enjoy it. I do this for fun, and I do this to educate my people, because at the end of the day, I don't want people to be left out of crypto, period. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I made people rage quit. But here's the thing, guys, and there's no beef with Thai City. I fuck with Thai City. But at the end of the day, here's the thing. We don't have to agree on everything. That is fine. People don't have to agree on everything. I remember I've been doing crypto content since 2017, when these dusty Negroes were telling me I was a scammer, When people were saying, I don't know what I was talking about. When I was going one-on-one against financial advisors and they had no idea what I was talking about. That's reality. XRP was 3 cents, right? ADA wasn't even around back then. I remember buying Litecoin at 33 bucks. And I still got the video too. You can find the video. Litecoin at 33 bucks. Type it in. Solo TV 84 buys Litecoin, right? I remember when I did my first video in 2018 showing people how to use Binance, right? So at the end of the day, what am I saying? You got to do your own research. DYOR, do your own research. You got to understand where we're going as a society, technologically wise and things like that, right? The peer-to-peer system of crypto is still going to be used. People are still going to be buying it. That's the reality of crypto. That's just the reality, right? Whether people agree with me or not, that's fine. But the reality is that's where we're headed. TDM came back. TDM, what you got to say, bro?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. I guess everybody left. Went to go handle something and everybody left.
Yeah. Well, Ram had to go and Ty just quit. So, it is what it is.
Oh.
See, here's the thing. On my channel, see, this is why people don't like coming on my channel. You can't out-talk me on my channel. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. It's not. It's not. TDM, but bro, since you're here, bro, fuck it. Let's go another 20 minutes. Because TDM, you were the most silent when we were talking. What do you have to say, bro?
Well, again, say no shade, and all, like, everybody says that before they throw shade, right? But the thing that Ty City was talking about, like how it's bad for there to be, ETFs or allow people to have that easy of onboarding to purchase crypto. To be honest, this is what we've kind of been waiting for in terms of mass adoption. And in my own opinion, I don't care how we get there, as long as we get there, and we start having people embracing crypto and trying to actually purchase it, learn about it, try and understand it. That's what I want people to really get to.
But TDM, do you understand what I was saying is that the person that's going to buy ETF is going to be Joe the plumber or the normie who doesn't want to be bothered by writing his private keys down or learning how to download wallets and send crypto and exchange them. I mean, doesn't that make sense from a logical level? And by the way, TDM, let me emphasize, because I know there are a lot of people that will accuse me of being an ETF supporter. But what I'm saying is, for crypto to hit those $250,000. By the way, I'm not saying that we're going to hit $250,000 next bull run. I know that's what these people are talking about. But for Bitcoin to see those numbers, don't we need mass adoption? If we remember, I've posted the video of the mass adoption curve many a time before, the screenshot, right?
Yeah.
Don't we? Okay.
Definitely.
So I'm not saying ETFs are right, but you do agree with me that mass adoption does need to happen for crypto to be more viable and be taken more seriously by the masses.
Of course. And this is where I also kind of agree with Ty City, where he was saying that we need regulation, which would give sort of the green light to even some of these institutions like BlackRock to start to offer Bitcoin to constituents. That makes sense. And we need these things to happen to actually get to mass adoption. So I do agree with you that, yes, Joe the plumber is not going to care about how to do this, how to log on to Coinbase, how do I get my atomic wallet, what is my mnemonic phase or a phrase, how do I secure my ledger, how do I do these things? He doesn't care. He just wants to own Bitcoin. The same way, like you remember the Wolf of Wall Street, where Leonardo DiCaprio and that firm they were basically doing everything on behalf of their constituents, right? Their constituents
Allegedly.
didn't care.
Yeah.
Well,
when they were buying the penny stocks, yeah.
exactly. They just wanted to make money. They just wanted to be a part of something. That's how the human psyche is. They don't care how the cake is made. They just want to be part of, they just want a slice of the cake. You know, so any which way that they're able to get to that table, they're going to do it. And obviously, the easiest way, they're going to take it, because whether we like to admit it or not, people aren't dumb. They just like the path of least resistance. They just don't like to face adversity. They just want to do things without having to go through the struggle of being able to get to that what they want. And right now, we're kind of on the precipice of people being able to access Bitcoin, obviously first, willing to get their hands on it. Now, if you want to say that they're not really owning it, yes, that is true. They're not going to own it, but they don't need to know that unless they're smart and they understand what it is. But some of them are not. But just like at the end of the day, we still need them to get to mass adoption, because you want to know what they're going to do? They're going to go to their friend, their cousin, their brother, their moms, their pops, and be like, yo, I went to Fidelity and it was easy. I purchased about two Bitcoin the other day. All I had to do was fill out an application. I put in my account number, my routing number, and I got a certificate of authority. That's it. And they could just walk around and say that they own Bitcoin. Now, we know, the ones who are the higher minded individuals, we know that they don't own it. That's why we know what to do. We know how to do these things because we put in the work. We've actually decided to do that, to actually become enthusiasts, to actually gain knowledge and learn how to do this. That's what separates us. That's what's going to make us the ones that they actually are going to fear. You know, like say say Fidelity, BlackRock, the ones that hodl XRP, the ones that know that Bitcoin is a storage of value. It's obviously going to be used for a long-term hodling with scarcity. And those who know about Ethereum, you know that Ethereum is just smart money. We're able to use it with smart contracts, and we could use the platform in order to create business opportunities. Those who know what Ethereum is meant for, you see, all of these have their own use cases, but we're the ones that know what they're used for. The other ones, they're just going to say, oh, well, I like this. It's the wave. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, XLM, ADA, Dogecoin. They just want to be a piece of the pie. But at the end of the day, we know we're the ones that know, obviously. And going back to what this brother here says, Mike Shinnery, BTC is the gateway drug to crypto. That's why it's the first one. That's why they're creating the ETF, because it's just known. Again, we go back to the cake reference. They don't give a damn how the cake is made. They just want a slice of the cake. They just want to get BTC. They just want to be entered into the party. That's how they want to do it. That's why people are going to drive to it. And that's going to be the catalyst for mass adoption, because they're going to tell their friend. They're going to tell everybody, hey, it's so easy to get it. Now, we're the ones who need to kind of go to them and say, like, hey, that's fine and dandy. Thank you for bringing something to the party. Thank you. Now let's bring them over to the side and tell them, hey, look into this. Why don't you cop a ledger? Why don't you download this atomic wallet? Why don't you start, learning about owning the keys? Now we can have that conversation with them. You understand? that's when we could sort of educate them and sort of get them to the other side of the party where the grown folks are, where we're having the cigars and the cognac. Now we can be able to have that conversation with them, but they have to obviously get put into that motion first. So it's fine. Let them want to purchase the ETF. I'm not saying that we need to be jumping up and down and doing backflips, but we got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
I think that once again, and I say this with the utmost respect and sincerity, if you're in crypto right now, you understand how to download a wallet, how to exchange crypto on a DEX, how to set up limit orders, things like that. You are in the top 10%. Some maybe, if we're taking away net worth, then you're in the top 0.01%, right? And I think a lot of people take it for granted, but you don't realize how much you know until you talk to a person who doesn't understand any of it. And then you try to teach them. I've done it. I do consultations all the time, right? The average person, you start talking about this and it's overwhelming, right? This is why you still got a lot of questions. Like when XRP started pumping, people are asking me, where do I buy XRP? You can get it on Coinbase. Wait, how do I get Coinbase? It's an app. You can download it. I remember making videos on YouTube, TDM, when you couldn't even get XRP on Coinbase. That's how far we have come. I remember when XRP was being delisted on Coinbase, right? So when you think about when you think about the average person that compared to yourself, if you understand how to use PancakeSwap, you're a genius. And I sincerely mean that. If you know how to use PancakeSwap, you know how to manipulate the slippage. You know how the slippage be playing with you if you try to buy meme coins or these coins that are unknown and you can manipulate it. You're in the top 0.01%. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. Because being in this space, real talk, let me put it into terms that Negroes might understand. And I don't mean this condescendingly, but if you're in crypto, it's like you're a high value man. You understand that where things are going, you understand how to utilize different things. You are the top of the crop, right? And what is the benefits? What is your Keisha or your Pog? It's your crypto profits, right? So if you're in crypto right now, you are a freaking high value man. When mass adoption happens, there are going to be people below you. Some are going to make more money, most not, because the next bull run is going to be so parabolic that the people that are just jumping in, they're not going to have a clue. If you're in the market right now, watching this video right now, and you understand that you got to take profits, you have to have a strategy that coins are going to go up and that coins crash because that's known as volatility. You are far more intelligent than the average person. TDM, we've seen this before. Remember when people were yelping and aping into Dogecoin? I remember when people were yelping and aping into Shiba Inu. I was copping Shiba Inu back in April 2021. Most people didn't know about Shiba Inu until October, 6 months later, or November, right? So that lets you know how far ahead we are. We're trendsetters. That's why I always say that. A lot of cats right now, if you own 500 XRP, you are Carnegie. Facts. You own 5,000 XRP, you're Vanderbilt. You own 100,000 XRP, you're Rockefeller. A lot of you guys right now that are in the chat, you're listening to this, you're thinking, man, these guys are, I promise you this. If you hold XRP right now, not financial advice, for the next 7 years, when they talk about who changed the lineage of your family, they're going to be talking about you. You having problems with women right now? You're going to have so many women coming at you, you don't even know it's going to blow your freaking mind. The women that are going to be in your DMs, you're going to be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Because here's the reality. You are so far ahead. To be in this market right now, you got to be a visionary, a futurist, TDM. You have to, the average person doesn't understand what we're talking about. They're dumb. I say that respectfully. Because a lot of people think, still, there are people that think, TDM, that crypto is a gimmick. It's a joke. If you're in crypto right now, you're an XRP. XLM, XDC, Algorand, HBAR, Ethereum, even Bitcoin. They're going to know who you are in your city. They're going to know who you are in your state. You're going to be so high up there that, matter of fact, it's going to make you uncomfortable. And you know why I'm telling you this? I'm telling you this from personal experience. You're going to have a bad chick in front of your face. You don't know who she is. You don't know where she came from. You were just at a bar chilling. She coming right in front of your face. She got the tatas out. Her stomach is nice and tight. She got a fat booty. She's mixed, Asian, Pog, or Blasian, black and Asian. And she's going to be like, oh, I heard about you. You're the guy that da-da-da-da. And you don't even know who she is. And you're looking around left and right because you think it's a setup. It might be. But this is what I'm saying. You're going to be a target. And a lot of people think, oh, so you're capping. You don't know what you're talking about. TDM will tell you, the people that I roll with in crypto. Right? Yeah. And I'm not here to brag. Like, I'm really not. I know TDM, a lot of people say I'm arrogant. But TDM, imagine, you know who I roll with? Imagine you having dinner with a crypto millionaire and you got this model chick talking about how, oh, let me stop. Right? And so here's the thing. What I'm trying to tell you guys is a lot of you guys don't realize it. Your life is going to completely change. There's going to come a point, TDM, where if you tell people that you got XRP, they're going to be jealous. And I don't say that to like be condescending, but I say it for you to understand that you are so far ahead of the market right now that by the time people understand what we're talking about, you're going to be a freaking millionaire. Some people in the chat are billionaires. And there are even people that might listen to this that are trillionaires. That's facts. TDM is like, Solo, you need to relax. No, but I mean,
you're right. 100%. You know, I believe I am a futurist, man. I told you, like, I've deep dived into crypto, into blockchain in terms of development, the forums, technology, damn near writing a book about cryptocurrency and blockchain, about how to purchase it, what it is. You know, I know what the future is. I'm not calling myself a prophet. I'm not. What I am saying, though, is that you can see
TDM,
the trajectory.
TDM, do you own XRP?
Of course.
Do you own XLM?
Yes.
Do you own XDC?
No, I do not.
Do you know what XDC is?
Yes.
That's good enough. XDC too. See, here's the thing, and I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, you're on this copium." You got to understand, TDM, and TDM, I know you do. I was around cats that I knew all my life. These cats were working brothers. They were making good money, and then boom, all of a sudden, they're being interviewed by CNBC, Fox News, and regular NBC, CNN. Right? My mentor, TDM, you know who my mentor is. He came up with a freaking algorithm on how to predict cryptos that could moon off of ICOs when ICOs used to be a real thing. I interviewed him multiple times. If you're in the chat, you've been watching me since 2017, you know who I'm talking about, right? So here's the thing, TDM, I don't think a lot of people understand. We're talking about massive wealth. We're talking about the type of wealth that they're going to put your name right up there with the Carnegies, Rockefellers, Vanderbilts. I'm not saying they're righteous men. I'm just telling you, your name is going to hold weight. You're going to have clout. TDM, real talk, you my bro. When you become rich, I hope that I can stay at your guest house. Like, because I know you're going to have some Asian broads at that. I know you're going to have them pogs and Asian broads. Yep. Just don't tell my fiance.
I mean, listen, I'm planning on having acres, man.
I don't have a fiance. I'm not married. I don't have a woman. I don't want people saying, Solo, you are a bastard. You're about to cheat. But I want people to understand. See, TDM, I got to break it down into layman terms because I understand. Listen, when it comes to black men, they don't give a shit about finances or charts. They want to see what are you pulling? What are you pulling up with? What does your car look like? What does your bank account look like? What are you wearing? What are the women that you're dealing with? It's very superficial to me because here's the thing, TDM. When you're really dealing with cats that are doing it big, that shit is small talk. This is one of the reasons why when I see the fact that the pegosphere is still talking about Keisha 6 years later, and I'm having conversations, TDM, with people like you, with crypto millionaires, and they're talking about, yo, I want to start my own mining business. I want to mine this coin. I bought this or that. That's what I'm interested in. You guys got to understand, you in the chat who are listening, you already rich. You just ain't cash out yet. And once you cash out, keep your mouth, keep it quiet. Don't tell nobody. You can't trust anybody. It's like Game of Thrones, nigga. TDM, do you believe me when I say once you become a millionaire, there will be women scheming on you that want to ride your phallus and get pregnant by you?
Of course.
TDM.
Of course,
I kid you
man.
not. TDM, Snow Bunny, Matter, right? I'm gonna be real. I'm confessing. This was Snow Bunny, former model. You know me, TDM. I'm an ugly guy. Let's keep it real. I look like Kenan Thompson. TDM, you know what this chick told me? And I'm not saying this to brag. You know what this chick told me when I was in a compromising position with her?
What's
TDM
that?
is like, oh, no. No, this is my main channel, so I can talk like this. TDM, this girl she's like, please get me pregnant. Please get me. And you know what, TDM? TDM, I kid you not. You're going to meet women like this that she's out of my league. No. There's no such thing. Once you get to that level, there's no such thing. You're going to have women begging you to get them pregnant, bro. And I know you think I'm capping right now, but it's going to happen, bro. And I'm asking you, TDM, what will you do when you got that bad chick of your dreams in front of your face telling you to get her pregnant? Now, I didn't get her pregnant. No. But this is the reality a lot of these dudes are going to face in the chat, and they're not ready for it. They're not.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dudes right now going to be crypto millionaires and billionaires, and the first chick they meet, they're going to knock her up.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
I just got to keep it real, though, because a lot of these guys in the chat are millionaires and future millionaires and billionaires, and they have no idea what's about to happen. My bad, TDM. My bad. I'm going to shut up now, bro. Because niggas think I'm going to brag. I'm not bragging. I'm simply telling you guys what you're about to face. And some of y'all ain't ready. Some of y'all going to look like DJ Academics. You're going to have a fine chick, and then she's going to expose you. I'm just being honest. Anyway, I'm going to shut up.
Nah, it's just Solo's right. You know, once you start to become at that level, you have to carry yourself a certain type of way. Now, I'm not trying to brag or anything myself, but you know, I don't come from a poor family. You know, I've always been privileged. Now, I'm not going to say that I got a gold spoon in my mouth, but I never had to really struggle. You know what I'm saying? I went to good universities. I got my education. I have a great career for myself. You know what I'm saying? And it's led me here to be able to have enough wisdom and knowledge and surrounding myself with people who are higher ups, who actually have something to lose. And those men have been targeted. They've been caught up with baby mamas. Listen, I've got 3 older brothers. All of them have baby mamas. My dad himself making money has.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I'm serious. Though. I mean, my dad has 3 baby mamas. You know, granted, he married my mother. You know, but my dad was always a hustler. He was a blue collar worker. You know what I'm saying? But he made money. He knew how to make money. So I see Shaq right there, but I'm just telling you, man. I know what it's like.
A TDF, and this
I've
is what I'm
seen men.
saying. Some of these cats are gonna be on some future shit, though. You know what I mean? They go.
I mean, no, that's
isn't
going too
futures
far,
really
man. That's,
contagious? They
I
go.
think so. I
They're
think
gonna be on some future shit where no woman is interested in you, and then one day you wake up, you got 6 baby mamas and 7 different children. Facts.
I mean, I'm sure that Future might look back and say that, listen, he could have made better decisions. You know what I'm saying? He might have said this too, where he said, listen, he was targeted. You know what I'm saying? He might, hey, listen, when you got to pay that lawyer and you got to deal with child support and all that stuff going on, and yes, you gonna sit here and say to yourself, damn, I could have made better decisions. Maybe I ain't have to bust in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I didn't have to lay down with that chick and she's sitting over here shoot up the club. Maybe I didn't have to do that. Maybe I could have just pulled out and nutted on her titties.
All right,
You know what I'm saying? Her back.
bro, chill with that, man. You always gotta
hey, listen, man. You said that this is your other channel. You said this is your other channel. I'm being real. Listen, it's late. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you need Jesus for real. But what are you trying to say?
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
What I'm saying is, man, I'm off work. I'm trying to be professional here, but I'm just keeping it real with you.
Bro, you need to take a cold shower right now.
Yeah. But nah, I'm serious though. I'm serious. Yo, listen, when you sitting there and you got this beautiful woman in front of you, you sitting here in Tahiti, you know what I'm saying? Asian chick, long black hair, brown skin, glistening with the sunset on her. You know what I'm saying? You sitting on that balcony, you got a couple drinks in you, and she telling you come back to the bed, and you just saying, oh, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let me just do it. The next morning you wake up, you might not think about it.
Beta.
The next morning, you might not think about it right away. But when she hitting you up for that child support and she acting like, yo, listen, now you realize that you were targeted. You realize that. You realize that you were at that point in your life where you could garner that type of attention. You know what I'm saying? So this is what Solo was trying to tell you guys, that when you become a millionaire, a billionaire, you're going to have that experience. You're going to have a woman talking to you saying, hey, she wants to do this damn thing. She wants you to shoot up the club. You know what I'm saying? But you got to use, we call it being circumspect, where you see everything from all angles. You know what I'm saying? You see everything around you and you know what's going on. You know that you that dude, right? So you need to carry yourself in that type of manner. A lot of dudes don't realize that until it's too late. So that's basically what we're trying to tell you guys, man. Now listen, you got to be a futurist. You can't think 5 minutes ahead. You have to think 5 years ahead. You know what I'm saying? You have to think that far ahead into the future so that you can be able to build what you want. You can have the lifestyle that you want. You can have the lineage that you actually want for yourself. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of dudes out here that were dealing with a woman, but they were only thinking short-sighted. They weren't thinking in the future. And look at how it hurt them. Look at how much money they lost. Look at how much opportunities they might have lost. People don't talk about that either. Like, I'm pretty sure the brother DJ Academics, he'll probably be good, but there's opportunities that he lost, money that he lost, probably connections that he probably he probably can't make now because he's been exposed by this woman. because he was dealing with her, right? And she targeted him because he's in that certain type of position in his life, right? So this is the same troubles that many of dudes are gonna face. I'm gonna face. Solo's gonna face. And personally, man, I already have a woman. You know what I'm saying? But this woman also understands that I can have multiple wives if I want to. She understands that because of the mindset that I have, the future that I want to have, the wealth that I'm trying to build right now. Because I'm doing my studying, I'm learning, I'm seeing the future. I'm seeing what's going on. And listen, RIP to KS. You know what I'm saying? He was obviously a visionary himself. You know, everybody talks about him and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure that he had a 5-year plan as well. Until he was cut short by what? Unfortunately, a woman. Who was the last person he had contact with? You know what I'm saying? He was targeted as well because of the situation he was in, the position he was putting himself in. And this is what we're trying to tell you guys, man. Once you put yourself in a certain position in your life, all of a sudden, they pop up. All of a sudden, the women start hitting you up in your DM. They start responding to you. All of a sudden. So that's why even Solo's 100% right, where he says that in the future, you might not even want to tell anybody. You might just want to keep it to yourself and your close friends, and you can't even trust them. So that's exactly what we're trying to tell you, man, that you have to be a visionary and look towards the future and see all of the pitfalls, all of the traps, all of the things that can present themselves to you. And you got to look at it like chess. You got to know how to position yourself so that you can reach that end of the actual playing field and be where you want to be. That's what we're trying to get you guys to understand. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, everything right now is in the infancy stage with crypto. It's in the infancy stage. Just like there. Also social media too. Be careful with that too, man. H. Leland. Because as soon as they start seeing you doing things on social media, oh, let me talk to him. Let me see what he's doing. Let me talk to him. Oh, I miss you. All this stuff, right? But before, a month ago, she wasn't even talking to you, right? You know what I'm saying? You didn't even exist until she saw what you was doing. You guys got to be cognizant of those things too. I'm telling you, man. That's why me personally, I try to always stay focused on my goals, man. I just stay focused on making myself better. And anytime I'm sitting here dealing with anybody, a woman, a friend, a colleague, if they asking something from me, I always ask myself, okay, how can this person benefit my life? How can they help me? What am I going to get out of it? I even look at women sometimes and I say, yo, sex ain't even enough. Just because she gonna lay on her back, that don't mean nothing to me. That's her choice. Well, what is she gonna do to help my life? How is she gonna help me progress so that I can reach my goal? You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes, they just be looking at the woman like, oh man, yo, she got some big titties and a fat ass. That's it? That's all that you care about? Dude, that's a low vibration. We need to get men thinking on something better than that so that they can focus on their future. They can be able to build that generational wealth. They can provide for their grandkids and great grandkids. We could be talking about owning acres, not just no little house. We talking about acres. You know what I'm saying? Solo, you saying that you want to have a guest house, I'll get a plot of land for you. If you want it, you could go over there right now. I'll lease it to you. I don't care. Just pay me for the month. You can have the land. You could do whatever you want on it. That's where I'm trying to be at. I don't know about y'all.
I mean, listen, if I'm only staying for a month, I'm just trying to stay for free, my guy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just being honest.
But I'm saying that, what if it's a nice plot of land? What if there's something you could do on it?
Hey man, I'm just trying to do a long weekend. You trying to get me to buy you some property.
Hey, listen, man.
I see the hustle.
Hey,
I respect it.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, man. It's all respect though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If we're in the same league, you know what I'm saying, and we sitting here millions, billions, like, yo, listen, man, I could show you a piece of property. You could put it in your portfolio, you could build something on it and make some money on it. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, guys, these are the conversations that millionaires and billionaires are having. They don't care about big booty Keisha. They always talking about how to make money. They always talking about how to put people onto that next level, about different avenues, about different things that are going on in the world, different type of connections that they can make. You know, this is what they're talking about. That's why when Solo says a lot of these dudes in this whole manosphere or whatever they're doing, and they're still talking about body count, like this is what? What are we doing, man? We didn't see inflation. We didn't see the economic crisis. We didn't see sloppy Joe Biden.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I'm just saying, man. Out of all these things that's going on in the world, these dudes on YouTube are still talking about body count and getting women to the table. Dude, like, none of that stuff matters right now. None of it. Especially even with this XRP case looming all over the crypto market right now. Not even just for crypto, but the financial market. People don't understand, man. That's why Solo tells you in less than a decade, we could be looking at crypto, XRP, at least XRP, over what? $1,000 probably? Oh, at least? Come on, guys. These dudes. This is even why I stopped with this space. Because I realized that they weren't helping me. They weren't getting my mind on a circumspect type of level. They weren't helping me. Again, it goes back to the same thing. I will never put my energy towards something unless I get a ROI, unless I get a return on my investment. Because remember, your energy is an investment in anything. You put your mind, your spirit, your energy towards it, that's your investment. Now, what is your ROI? Body count? Talking about these chicks are what? Modern women? And listen, I know that KS coined that term and RIP to the man. But listen, that should not be your focus right now. Our focus should be about building our future, our wealth. Don't worry, the women will be there. The women will always be there. But right now is the time for you to play or position your chess pieces. How are you going to prepare yourself for the future? How? By learning about these chicks and learning about what they're doing and how they're running the streets and they're partying and doing silly shit. They're all on TikTok, Lonely Fans, all this stuff. Listen, at the end of the day, guys, all of these women who talk about, like, all these women on the screen, none of these women are going to deal with you unless you have something going for yourself. They're not going to deal with you unless you got that boat. They're not going to care about you unless you got some money in your pocket. And we ain't talking about no little change. We're talking about money to set up the future so that they could have something. Now it's not for them, but they want to make sure that you have it. And that's when I realized I don't need to do it for them. I need to do it for myself. I need to build myself. I need to put myself in a certain type of position so that I could do it for myself. And then the women will just present themselves. And then I can decide. I can choose who I want to be in my circle. I can choose how I want to proceed. So don't worry about these women right now, man. Focus on what's going on right now with this economy, this finance. What's going on? Are you building your skills? Are you getting monetizable skills so that you can get a better paycheck? Are you actually doing these things, man? These are the things that grown men talk about. But Solo.
Yeah, guys. So with that being said, man, we've been 3 hours. I got to get going, bro. I got to wake up early tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody coming. My final words, you know what I'm saying? Keep yourself educated. Do your own research, DYOR. You feel me? Believe in yourself. And even with what we're saying on this panel, fact check it. Look, do your own research, fact check it, right? Because once again, the same financial advice. So do your own due diligence. And so with that being said, we are out. God bless. 52. Let's get it.
Hold up, 52, got 52 M's. I come out, bro, he got 52 M's. Been in the gym, done 52 rounds. 52 plays, 52 down, yeah. 52 right, 52 right. Yeah, 52 states, 52 dates, 52 plays in 52 days, 52 Ray. I am an 8, I love the bait. She call me Trey, gang call me Tote. How about the roll? Whoop up a bowl, whippity whippity. I'm up in Boston and I'm on that Hennessy. Ain't looking for Kiki, I'm looking for Tiffany. Probably wear all the bottles in the dripper beat. She calling off tomorrow, wanna kick it with me. I want my bro, we on the boat, she in the road, one on the float. Out of control, think it's the Patron. This not for Instagram shit that I'm on. I got a pack of black tees that be long. She keep on trying me, won't leave me alone. I hit J catch up, he bring out the drone. Go to UMass, get that shit out of bone. Copy my visual, niggas a clone. Don't be on half of the shit that I'm on. Gucci strap on my shoulders in my zone.
52 mil, that's a new deal. 13 a year, nigga, look how I live. Penthouse suite.